And we are on the air. Welcome back to the second half of Strahd Sundays with our Barovian Knights group. I have a cat on my lap. I may pause at certain points because, of course, it needs snuggles. Last time on Barovian Knights, though, our intrepid team decided to hide in here to get the heck away from bad shit that was happening. And
A
there was,
bloodbath?
yeah, the literal
It's a literal
bloodbath.
bloodbath.
A literal bloodbath. And whilst hiding here, one of them decided to take a pot shot at the tiger skin rug, just out of curiosity, and it took exception to that. Um, so now everybody needs to roll initiative.
Oh boy.
Okay, don't forget
Click on your
to click-
token.
Yep, don't forget to click on your token when you roll
Oh
initiative.
yeah. Is Nocturna here?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, can I maybe not have control of Nocturna's sheet anymore?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, right. Thank you. This
Yeah.
last time they were.
Rolling for you, yeah. Hold on 1 minute.
Don't worry, I got the Australian accent down pat.
That's right.
Crikey.
Crikey.
Is that Gallon whose accent kept shifting?
Yes. I think I landed on an accent now, though.
Oh, man,
It's the wrong one.
dang.
Alright, wait, we're all rolling initiative. Cool.
Click
Sorry, it's
your
been a while since I
token.
rolled for myself.
Click your token.
Oh shit, I didn't click my token, did I?
Literally just said.
Alright, let's roll for initiative. Character sheet, pull this bad boy up.
There you go. Only Nocturna has control of himself.
Last I checked.
Well, somebody else had control of it earlier.
And do you believe in free will?
No one believes in free will.
Nothing
I
but
actually
will,
still
yeah.
have
Free
control.
will controls you.
I still have
Grayson.
control of Austin's
Grayson?
and Spencer's character.
Oh, there we
or
are.
Lucius' character.
I was gonna say, don't you have control of my character?
I do still.
Okay.
I will remove that in a moment. Okay. Did Nocturna roll yet?
Yes,
On
15.
a turn order.
Or
Yep.
is it- Oh, there it is. Good.
I see 7 on the turn order.
Why does Genie not have a name in the turn order?
I don't have a name on the game board either.
That is weird.
Okay.
You know who I am. It's fine.
You're
Hold on.
Genie.
I am totally Genie. Yes.
I dream of Genie.
Mm.
There we go. I don't know why that was like that, but it's fixed now.
Hooray.
Alright, well, Mina, 10. Okay, Gallon, there's 5. Okay, everybody's good. Hold on one second, let me get the monster up.
Giant tiger.
Sure,
Yeah.
it's definitely what it is.
Is a kitty.
All I know is I shot it.
I shot the tiger, but I did not shoot the deputy.
Might be.
Kitty.
There
He
we go.
has spikes.
No.
Don't worry about that.
No spikes at all.
It's fine.
That's a
Alright.
1x3. Interesting.
Always whisper rolls. There we go. Alrighty. So first up is Grayson.
Oh.
So Grayson, you see, it's actually more positioned like that. There we go. You see this thing rise up It looks like the skin of a tiger, but standing on all four paws. And there's little bits of bone poking through the top of its back.
Great. I'm gonna go ahead and attempt to attack it with my rapier. Did that roll? Yes, it did.
Sure did. And that is a hit. So that's 5 points of piercing damage. And as you stab into it, your rapier kind of catches for a minute before you yank it back out again.
Oh no. All right. Oh. Yeah, that's all I can think of to do right now.
Alrighty. Nocturna, your turn. You're right up next to this lovely thing as it rose from the floor.
Alright, I'm gonna use my two-handed warhammer and smash it in the head.
Crocky.
Yeah, mate.
Oh shit!
Oh, yeah, mate.
Look at the damage, though. Look at the damage. So you got the
That's
crit,
funny.
but it'll only do 4 damage. Oh, it's wonderful and terrible all at the same time. So you see it smash into the tiger's skull, which kind of like squishes almost like a gel, and you find it hard to yank your hammer back out again, but you manage to.
Sticky, mate.
Alright, and Paige, it is your turn.
It sure is. So Paige just sees this thing rear up, and she just kind of looks over, looks back at Wilhelmina and excuses herself and says, I'll return. And then she's gonna, run over and, try to shook the thing with her two hands in a two-handed spear type.
Shing shing.
Shing shing.
She
See
just
her
shoots
hands.
spears.
Her arms are spears.
Oh.
Yep. You see as Paige runs around the side of the bed and skids to a stop in front of this thing, and her arms click and clatter and click click click, and just form into two sharp spears as her fingers twist around each other into points, and then she shwink.
So 14 hit. That 14 does hit.
Hooray!
You plunge them into this creature's almost gel-like body, which is very deceitful from the way it looks like fur. And your fingers and arms whir frantically, and there's a splotch sound as you manage to yank them back out again.
Uh-huh. And I think that's it. She's gonna stay there. Wait a minute. Oh no, what's wrong? Yeah, she's gonna go ahead and there. You know what? Why not? It's fine. And my turn.
Wilhelmina, it's your turn.
Just wanted to make sure I had more than one health.
Okay, I am gonna use a light crossbow.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Ah, it does work. So using the app.
So you raise your light crossbow, you take aim, the bolt flies between Nocturna and Paige, thunking into this thing's neck. And everybody watches the bolt get sucked into the neck with a loud slurp as it shakes its head.
Oh god.
Alrighty. And is that anything else for your turn, Wilhelmina?
That is it.
Okie dokie. Now it's this thing's turn.
Hooray!
It's going to direct its attention at the two people in front of it. And it is going to open its jaws, which consists of it rearing up on its hind paws. and the underneath side of it, this flat tiger skin, kind of rends to reveal a many-toothed mouth, and several more eyes appear as well. And a long cytopod-like tongue lashes out and attempts to wrap itself around Grayson with a stinging kind of acidic drool trailing behind it. Oh, fuck, that's a natural 20.
Oh
Jesus
god.
Christ, this is nightmare fuel.
That description made me think of a greed and pride combination
no.
from Brotherhood.
Alright, so that's gonna be 12 damage.
Okay.
You still standing?
Yeah,
Good.
barely.
Good.
But I'm
Good, good.
standing.
Please roll a strength saving throw.
We are going to
Oh,
die!
all of you watch as Grayson is dragged into the maw of this tiger skin, and then it lowers itself back down to all four paws with its underbelly now distended and wriggling as Grayson is now currently inside the beast.
Let us
Holy
know if you
shit.
see envy in there.
That's my favorite.
Lily, it's your turn.
We'll miss you, Grayson, buddy.
Yeah, what do you do, Lily?
That is a good question.
I don't know. I think she's traumatized. It kind of just ate one of us in front of her.
She's gonna be like, hold on, give me a second. I just gotta find my note here. What do we call him? Handkerchief! No!
What is the name?
Handkerchief.
Handkerchief.
I'm going to do a magic rock at him.
Magic rock. The 15 hits.
Okay.
You see it strike its back and then get sucked inside.
Possibly go.
And can she kind of like hop behind the sofa?
Yep.
Okay, she gonna be like behind the sofa. And
All
I
right,
think
you're
that's all.
currently hiding behind the sofa.
With the chaise lounge, whatever it is.
Shay Lounge. All right, Gallon, you're up. Your good buddy Grayson just got ingested by a tiger skin rug.
Frenemies? Frenemies. Because we started off with pointing weapons at each other.
Brag off.
If you don't point a weapon at somebody, are they truly your friend?
When you first meet each other, though. When you first meet each other.
I'm only stuck like this because what if you insulted this rug?
But what you hear is.
I'm trying to figure out what I can do, without potentially injuring. Oh, I'm sure these magic rocks are no longer magic.
No.
Let me get rid of that.
You just want to throw a non-magic rock at it?
To be fair, he didn't even know that they were magic to begin with. He just thought Lily gave him rocks.
Yeah.
If Lily sees you throw those rocks on the floor in front of her, like, I don't even want these anymore, she is going to be not too happy with you.
And that poor heartbroken little girl.
You
All
took
right,
her
yeah,
ring
yeah.
and gave it to Grayson. Now it's being eaten, and you're throwing her rocks on the ground.
I didn't throw them on the ground.
In the
I don't
words
even
of
know
Lonely Island, I threw it on the ground.
You threw that to the ground.
See, I knew what I was going to do, and then I swallowed Grayson.
Like
Uh,
same, very much same.
uh, but would my attack damage him as well? Would I believe this thing to have a... Well, when I say would it have a mind, would I believe Mind Sliver to work? Do I have a feeling my
Wisdom check?
cantrip Mind Sliver would work?
Wisdom check?
Okay. Oh, I gotta submit the roll. And tweener.
I mean, like, it had a mind once, right?
Okay, I will attempt to Mind Sliver this thing.
Don't
It's
walk on my keyboard, cat.
Why is it asking me for what level?
You can cast
I
it at
can't.
higher
It's a
levels.
cantrip.
Does that sometimes for cantrips for some reason.
When you're at a higher level, you can add things to it. So.
Okay. Well, I roll max damage, but it's a saving throw. If it
Okey-doke.
even works.
Yeah, an intelligence save. So, spoiler alert: the skin of a tiger is not exactly very intelligent, with its -3. So let's see.
I think you're
It's a
not giving it
15.
enough credit.
It's a fucking 15.
Gosh
Ooh.
darn it!
With a -3, it's still a fucking 15.
How?
This is the smartest carpet I've ever seen.
The other roll was a natural 20 for 17.
Jesus.
Wow.
Told you were not giving it enough credit. It is one smart rug.
Wow.
I'll say I shoot like a stream of shadows towards this thing's head, and it just kind of get bounced off and dissipates.
Mm-hmm. Anything else for your turn, Galen?
Oh, that took my. Also, I meant to ask this before I casted that spell. Would I have triggered like, am I within? If I were to move, would that trigger attack of opportunity?
No. Where you
Oh, okay.
are currently, no.
If I were to move here, would that give Paige advantage?
Yes.
Okay, I'll move there and draw a knife. Just to, like, I'm helping! Like, I'm helping!
Alrighty. Well, Lucius Draconius the 23rd. Guess whose turn it is?
Alright, so Lucius is gonna run up here. One hit here. And then he's going to take out his quarterstaff, and then he's going to hit the tiger with his quarterstaff for as much as he can.
Like a pinata.
Hopefully, instead of Candy, Grayson will come out.
So what happens is you bring the quarterstaff down, and the tiger skin rug parts like the seas in the desert of Egypt. And for a brief moment, you see, Grayson's terrified face as you just barely miss his skull with your quarterstaff, and then the tiger closes back up over him again.
Perfect.
Fuck. I got you some air, buddy.
All according to plan.
Holy shit.
Excellent. So, anything else for your turn, Lucius? Or anything else for your sabotage, Lucius?
Sabotage. I think I was the closest one to getting him out of there from what everyone else did. Nope. Turn end.
Okie dokie. So Grayson, it's your turn. What you want to do?
I mean, other than suffocating, am I able to move my arms?
Punch him in the carpet of Guvila.
All right,
I'll
so
catch you.
you can make attacks from inside this creature. They'll just be with disadvantage because you can't move your arms very well. You could also attempt a strength check to try and pry the mouth open to get back out again. But that will
I don't know.
take your whole action if you do that.
I'm not very strong. Uh,
I was about
You
to
could
say,
just
if
tame
you
it.
try to,
And
if you
just-
try to,
I think that only applies to living creatures.
Hmm.
Well, with him inside it, it's like half alive at least.
You would think that.
And yet,
You'd be so wrong.
No, I was
You
thinking
know what?
he's gonna be alive much longer.
I'm doing a straight check. That constitutes as an ability check, right?
You could
Okay.
also do athletics if that's better for you. Whichever's better, regular strength or an athletics check. I would allow either or.
They're exactly the same.
Yeah, it's usually the case.
Okay, so I'm gonna try a strength check, which really sucks.
just roll
Yeah.
high.
So you spend your action trying to pry the
Does
creature's
this?
jaws apart from the inside to get back out again, and you fail.
You're stronger than it is smart, and it still resisted my spell.
Yeah, that's unfortunate. Go ahead and make
Yeah,
a
that was very
Constitution
sad.
saving throw for me, Grayson.
Oh, great. Da-da-da-da. Okay.
Okay, that's good.
Better.
So, you feel the creature's like insides contract around you, trying to crush you, but you manage to like put your arms out enough and bring your legs up enough that you're kind of pushing back against it, and it doesn't crush any vital organs inside you, so you don't take any bludgeoning damage currently.
Sweet.
Nocturna, it's your turn.
Oh boy, what's the worst that could happen? Let's see. I guess I'll just go with a nice chill touch. Maybe just give it a tickle, you know?
Pet the kitty.
Yeah.
Oh god.
There it is. I'm just. I mean, he did leave us to die in the other room, so. There
What
it
was
is.
your? Oh
that's
god.
true. He ran to his
You
balcony.
know.
12. That just manages to hit.
Yes.
So you
Right behind
see
you.
a skeletal hand come out and smack the rump of the tiger, and it leaves a sizzling purplish imprint there that bubbles and pops along this weird jelly-like flesh of the creature. And that appears to be the only lasting impact that you've seen, because it does not go back to normal again afterwards.
Well, that's a hell of a way to get a tattoo.
It got its cutie mark.
Oh God. Kill it with fire.
Anything
That
else?
implies so many wrong things. I'm just gonna say.
Oh man. Oh, I didn't even think of that. Nocturna. Anything else for your turn?
Nah, I like where I'm standing, so this is good. I don't think there's anything else I can do. I still have a bonus action, right?
You do have bonus action.
Can I make a? Can I try to pry him out?
So no, that would have been like an entire action, just like it is for him to try and get out himself. You could make a check to see if you know anything about the creature that you could impart upon the rest of your group, though, if you want. I would say that that's going to be a nature, religion, or arcana check, whichever of the three is better for you.
Nature. Well, it's not Arcana. It's not religion, ironically, and it's not nature. Oh,
How are you not good in arcana? You're a spellcaster.
Wisdom, baby.
Fuck.
I'm a cleric.
Wasn't nature wisdom based?
I thought it was in older editions, but
It's
apparently it's
intelligence.
intelligence.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah. Can I just intimidate it?
Intimidate it into
Good luck with
knowing. Okay, sure. Try to intimidate it. What are you doing
Alright.
to intimidate it?
Well, let me roll. I'm going to, after tenderly groping its rump with my necrotic hand and be like, give it up, baby.
Oh God! What the fuck? There will be no necrophilia in my stream. Thank you so much.
No, no, I meant it is Grayson inside it, correct? He's like
Oh
being
God.
fed.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yep. Yep. So a
I could have
12. With the 12, it turns its eyes upon you, and you see they're like glass beads set inside the skull. They're not even focused on anything. And then it opens the tiger portion of its mouth, and you see one large slit-pupiled green eye dripping with ichor that's staring at you.
Maybe I should have rolled a persuasion check.
Okay.
Oh,
Maybe.
Jesus.
Will you shut
Paige,
up,
it's
my
your
friend?
turn.
Oh no, I'm out of
So,
What was that?
Paige.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, Paige, after seeing what this thing does when you attack it, she's not going to try to stab it again, thankfully for Grayson. But she is. Boy. Let's see. Can I make a strength check to see if I can pry the thing open for somebody's next turn?
To try to pry it open so that Grayson can get out?
Yeah.
Yes.
Then you see Paige reach over and grab this thing by the spikes, and she tries to pry this thing open.
So with the 13, you reach out and attempt to grapple the spikes, and it's going to make a contested strength check against you to see if it can get away
God,
from
I
it.
wish I had advantage.
Yeah, it can't contest Grayson's because he's literally inside of it, but he can contest you.
Yeah.
That is a 12, though, and the 13 beats it. So it is thrashing, you grab it, you hold it in place, and you start prying it open from the top instead of the bottom. And you can just make out the viscous, slicked features of Grayson peering up through the kind of head-sized gap that you've opened up in the top of this creature. And on his next turn, if you maintain that grapple, he will have advantage on trying to get out.
Oh yeah, you see Paige grab this thing and just pry it open, and you can hear her joints creaking and groaning as she's struggling to hold this thing open. She's gonna try to hold it as long as she can, and she just barks into the room. Get him out of there now! And then I'm gonna have my turn.
All right, Wilhelmina, you're up.
Oh dear. So I don't think I'm strong enough to pull him out. And I don't think I'm strong enough to make any kind of damage.
So what you could do is, if you're worried about hitting Grayson inside of the creature, is you can hold your attack until Grayson is free of the beast, if he gets free of it this round. If he does not get free of it, though, it will basically mean that you didn't take any action the round.
Right. Okay, I will hold it until he gets free.
Because you guys did do damage to the thing, it's just, it's kind of amorphous, so it's hard to tell how much.
Right. Alright, I will wait.
Okie doke. Alright, so you're holding an attack to see if Grayson can get free, so you can shoot it freely.
Yeah, I'll just move 2 spaces.
Sure.
Okay.
Alright, that's
So
good.
I'm closer.
Yeah, you can still hit it from there, that's good. Alright, and now it's the creature's turn, and it is going to make another contested strength check against Paige because it's trying to get free. Alright, roll another strength check for me, Paige, see if you can hang on to the creature.
Yeah.
I got a 14.
100%.
Does flanking
Nope.
impact it at all?
Actually, I would say it does, actually. I would say since this was Paige's attack, was just trying to do the grapple, I would say that it would impact it just for that. So yeah, you can do it with advantage. That means we're taking the 18 versus my 14. So you managed to maintain your grip upon it. Your servo's screeching as it tries to wiggle its way free of your grasp. As
You see
Gallon
her,
is
like,
getting
grab-
consistently hit in the face with a rubber-like tail.
Yeet.
Mhm.
See
Lily.
her, like- Oh, sorry. Yeah.
Now the question is, Lily saw that it looked like chill touch worked.
Mm-hmm.
So Lily is like, I'm gonna help get him out, like Jeannie said, and is gonna run over here, so also flanking him from this side.
Mm-hmm.
She is going to cast Hex
Mm-hmm.
and is going to. So, is this like a type of grapple that, like, Jeannie's doing?
Yes.
Okay, then I'm gonna do that too, but with my Hex. And do I get to do my death touch with that or not?
All right. Let me look at your sheet really quick.
Because I also have withering contact.
Yeah, let me just take a look at your sheet really quick.
Mhm.
That
See the
sounds
verbiage
cool.
on Hex. Where's your Hex at?
Oh, Hex is a spell. Sorry.
Mhm.
It's yeah, it should be on
There it is. Okay,
level
there
1.
we go.
Sorry.
Whenever you hit it with an attack. Okie dokie. What is the ability that the target's going to have disadvantage on?
I have no idea because really nothing is. I don't think really going to impact it.
I believe strength might.
No, that's. Oh, that is an ability, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Derp. I was thinking skills for some reason. Yeah, strength's good.
Okay. So it has disadvantage on strength checks. And if you manage to hit it, you do an extra d8. Now, is this a bonus action or a full action casting
Hex
Hex?
is a bonus action.
Okay, cool. So you can still make an attack. So you
Mhm.
could, let's see. You could do touch of. You can do touch of death if you like. Inescapable death is when you're already grappling a creature.
Okay.
So you'd have to make
I'll
a
just do this one. Okay, I will do then my ba 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 ba. So I will do my touch of death. So that is. Do I have that already set up? I'm just gonna go. There it is. That. Aw, I only got a 1 on that. That's bad. But then I
That's
get to do my Hex bonus.
Hold on a minute.
What's your is your strength a -1?
Yeah, it's nothing for strength. The bludgeoning's nothing. It's only necrotic. It's 1d10, and of course I got a 1, cause, of course.
You do hit it, but it does take an extra d6 from your Hex too, so you can
Yep.
roll
So
1d6.
and then I'm gonna do my Hex bonus.
Okay. So,
I loved how you rolled as low as possible for that.
You're welcome. I helped.
So, you reach out and you just like smack your hand on it like bad cat.
Let him go. I'm helping.
And your hand too leaves behind a glistening purplish kind of sore upon the creature's body that sizzles and pops, bubbling. And Gallon, you're up.
Alrighty. Second verse, same as the first. I'm going to attempt to mind sliver it again.
All right.
Hopefully the creature got dumber.
No. Didn't get dumber.
Oh. There we go.
Oh! But I did roll a regular one, or is it a natural one? It rolled a natural one.
A natural 1, I think, would be a -2 if it's a -3.
Mm-hmm. It rolled a natural one.
Ooh. Is that double psychic damage?
I believe it is, yes.
Awesome. So I deal 6 psychic damage. And the D4 is for what's the D4?
On the next saving throw, it makes before the end of its next turn.
So
Yep.
subtract
So
2 from its next saving throw.
-2 for its next saving throw. Got it.
Alright, so you just let loose with this mind sliver. It strikes its back, and a sizzling hole opens up. Grayson, you see it kind of coming, and it strikes like right next to your skull, sizzling a hole out and through the other side of the creature. And you can see the hole like inches from your cheek. It's great.
Great.
Anything else for your turn, Callan?
I am going to stay here just being like, I'm helping with a knife. Not using the knife, but I'm helping.
Lucius, it's your turn.
So is Paige still like trying to hold it or grapple it?
Great. Paige
Yeah,
is still currently grappling it, yes.
So can I try to like just rip Grayson out of there?
Yep, so you can make a contested strength check with advantage. And the thing also has disadvantage. So this is like
And -2.
Well,
and-
that's saving
and
throws.
That's a saving throw. This is a
okay.
actual check.
My
This
bad.
thing is
And it's
about
flanked.
deep up
So
as
that's a
possible.
natural 20 versus a 5. He pops out like a clam from a shell, sailing into your waiting arms.
May I attack now?
You may attack now. Please go ahead and roll your attack.
I got you, Grayson.
Thank you.
And an 18 does hit as you sink another crossbow bolt into its body, and it observes it with this sound.
Oh.
No, it's just Lucius has to acid breath him like before.
Well, that did take up his whole action, so unless he has a bonus action thing he can do, or movement he wants to make.
I'm joking.
Nah, I'm good. I'm good.
Because he wiped off all that acid on Grayson before.
Yep.
Yeah.
Well, if anything, wouldn't Grayson have acid on him to wipe off on me now that he was inside that thing?
He does feel a
there
little bit
acid in it?
tingly. Anywho, Grayson, it's your turn as you stand in the warm embrace of your hero. Hold on, I'm gonna get you out from under him. You're actually being held by him currently, but
I'm going to ask him nicely to let me go. I don't have anything to heal myself.
Yeah, Lucius will like gently put him down, pat him on the head.
Can I attempt to attack the thing now that I am free?
yes.
Okay.
Nice, you're
Holy
mad.
fuck. Yeah, let's see. Let me calculate really quick.
Damn, you're really mad at that thing for eating you.
Yeah, so describe how you take out your anger upon this creature until it is demised, because that did it.
Grayson gets let go and he looks at this damn rug and he just starts furiously stabbing it with his rapier, going, "I don't like being eaten!"
Like even after like it's like dead, you just keep stabbing it.
Yep, I just keep going. Just keep stabbing it.
And it makes shrieking noises as tendrils of striped goo lash out from it wildly in all directions as it starts to disintegrate into a bubbling mass on the floor that sits there simmering in a vaguely orange blackish pile of nothing but goop.
He just keep stabbing the goop.
You're stabbing into the floor at this point. Thunk, 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 thunk.
It's okay, Grayson. You're okay. It's okay. You're okay, Grayson.
Lily is there stabbing along with you.
He takes a deep breath and he kind of does that like swoop with his sword to flick it sideways and flick the goo off of it, and then puts it away. And he goes, Is any of you able to heal? That kind of hurts.
And Lily looks at you and goes, "Nope."
Lucius goes like, Wilhelmina, Nocturna, one of you?
Unfortunately, no. Sorry.
I'm sorry, what did you ask?
Heal it for Grayson.
Healing.
Yes, I can heal.
Yeah.
That would be greatly appreciated.
Oh, I made it my thing.
I am somewhat knowledgeable, but not as much as that one, I presume.
Where is my spell list? There it is.
Is it? Did the blood go away, or is this the rest of the house or floor flooded still?
I think you'd have to open the door to find out the answer to that.
No, there's windows, remember? Hey.
5.
Oh yeah, that's right. Stained glass
Hey.
windows.
Yeah,
But
you
are
just
the
gonna look at
stained
window.
glass windows stained with blood that we can't see through them?
Oh.
All right,
Another
so
good question.
you get 5 hit points back, Grayson.
Thank you.
And Paige and Lucius, if you're peering through the doors, it does not appear that the blood is level with the doors anymore. In fact, it appears like there was never any blood there at all.
I hate this house.
I agree
Interesting.
wholeheartedly.
I will proceed to open the doors now.
Paige announces as she does so.
Lucius carefully walks out a little bit of the doors, just trying to see everything that's going on. So we agreed not just to avoid the bathroom for fear of second tidal weight of blood, right?
There was blood in the bathroom? I want to see.
Oh,
There was, and agreed, we are not going back in there.
Oh, but I didn't get to see it.
hey,
You
but
don't need to. You know what blood looks like, I assume. If not, I can produce some.
You
you
have blood?
can.
Lucius, if you would care to be my assistant.
He's running. He's running.
He's a runner. He's a track star.
Paige winks at Lily and then exits the room.
Oh, Lucius! It's time for your doctor's appointment with Nurse Paige.
Lily is very confused because she's like, wait, what? You can produce blood? How? Like magic? And is very unsure of what's going on.
The
But
magic of
okay.
Typically, it comes out of living people, sometimes dead people, but it tends not to look the same at that point.
I know that much, but I wanted to know how you would make it.
Lucius trying to run away faster. Lucius trying to run away faster.
I said produce, not create.
So Lucius goes running up the stairs over there.
Yep. Paige is
Must we
gonna-
follow?
Paige is
I
gonna
mean, we
follow.
should do something. So either go up the stairs or bathroom again. Your guys'
Up.
choice.
Up.
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 Yeah,
I want out.
Let's
I
go
want
up.
out.
Yeah, Paige is gonna follow.
We have to go
because-
upstairs to the basement.
Grayson's mumbling to himself as he walks, and he goes, "Who insulted the carpet?"
The world may never know.
Alright, so
Yeah.
everybody's headed upstairs?
Yeah,
Okay.
Paige is just following Lucius for the fun of it.
Alright, hold
Also,
on. a
on the
second.
way up, he'd probably ask Grayson if he's alright now.
Oh, Gallon does.
Oh
Yeah.
He'll be like, I'm not at my
You
best,
guys didn't
but I'll
see
be
anything.
okay."
Huh? I
So-
actually was not looking at my screen.
Good!
I saw a color and then it disappeared.
I
Cool.
saw a flash.
I
Excellent.
saw everything, but immediately forgot.
Excellent. That is
That
exactly.
sounds typical of you.
I'm pretty sure something was red, but something is red everywhere in this house.
I'm sure
so-
you also would probably want to forget what you ate last night.
We're not talking about that.
My yaoi senses are tingling.
I was eating cake.
Yeah, I
Off
know.
of cake.
Oh, what the fuck, Rob?
Cake on cake.
I'm so
Anyways,
It's
on the
alright.
floor.
You don't need to understand.
Yes.
You don't need to understand. It's fine.
agreed.
Alright, does everybody have control of their characters?
Yes.
Yep.
Here we go.
Nope.
Alright, I'll fix it.
I think I have a controller. Yep, I do.
Yes, I do.
Yay.
Alright, everybody good?
Hi, Lucius.
Excellent. So you guys head up the staircase. It's
I'm gonna
old,
use
it's
the
coated with
human
dust,
shield.
and you reach a door at the very top.
Mhm.
Alright.
Is it open?
It is not open. In fact, it is locked.
Oh, it's locked? Okay.
Lily's
Uh,
gonna try to. I don't know what she's gonna try to do, but she's gonna try to open it. But she's not gonna be successful. But she's gonna try.
Anyone have like a subclass in Rogue? No.
Had anyone picked up a key throughout the
Paige.
house?
Oh,
Paige
wait,
holds
I
up her
think
hand.
someone did.
Mm-hmm. I
Can
don't
you
remember which
try?
of you has it, but I know one of you does.
I think
Grayson
Grayson
has
does.
it.
Paige is gonna hold up her hand.
A key?
Her
Yeah,
pink
mysterious
lipstick-
key.
From the desk in the
Um,
library.
Yes, I did pick up a key from the library.
Try it.
I will walk up to the door and see if the key fits.
Click. And the door opens to reveal.
Yay.
Oh, bugger.
Hallway.
Is this a window?
That is a window.
She's looking out the window.
You see mist.
There's nothing outside.
There wasn't when I looked either.
So there are several doors in this hallway. It looks like it's the most desiccated portion of the house itself. This door over here is actually, hold on, I need to be able to ping. This door over here is actually boarded shut. And then there are two other doors over in this direction and one door here on the southern end as well.
This is a weird looking basement.
If I had to recommend a place to go, I would go to where the house does not want you. And since it is kept boarded up, I would recommend that.
Alright.
Logic of sound.
Let's
Logic
just attempt
of
to
sound.
open the door that's boarded up.
Which is this door over here.
Oh, my bad. This one.
Alright, Lucius, you head to the door that's boarded up. How do you open it?
I'm going on
With
the-
your feet.
And a horn.
Just gonna pry it open with my claws.
Alright, go ahead and make a strength check for me to try and rip the boards off so you can get the door open.
Here we go.
Nope.
Rock.
You get a
Not-
hang claw.
Ooh.
Lily's like, I got this.
Lily rolls up her sleeves and approaches the door.
Let me move so you get more door action.
Lily,
All right.
you,
It appears to be impenetrable.
you get a splinter, Lily.
Oh.
Paige approaches the door and holds up a hand, and her fingertips split apart, and uprises thieves' tools.
Okay, well the door isn't locked per se. It has currently got boards across it. It has been boarded up. From the outside.
That's why she goes past them and tries to unlock the other doors.
Pretty smart.
Alright, so which door are you trying to unlock?
This one first, and then this one opening neither. Because they're working on that door. She just wants to prepare ahead for when they do get to these doors.
Okay, do roll for the thieves' tools on the south one first.
Thieves' tools.
So you insert them into the knob and you jiggle them around a little bit, but the tumbler appears to be a more complicated one than you're used to, and you don't appear to be able to open it up. Do you want to try the northern door?
Disconcerting.
Yes, she does.
All right, go ahead and roll again.
Pulls her thieves' tools out very carefully and inserts them into the other lock. Do.
You don't even have to turn them half a quarter before you realize that that door actually isn't locked at all.
Paige pretends like it was and makes a clicking noise and then withdraws her thieves' tools.
You see Paige's mouth open and you hear a clicking noise, but it's probably from the door, right? Right.
It's probably from
Lucius
the door.
turns to Lily. Wow, those thief tools are pretty cool.
I
And
can't.
Lily's looking at her finger, trying to pull a splinter out the whole time, not paying any attention.
Oh, man. And,
I'm still concerned that we're unable to reach the one room the house doesn't want us in.
Can I help get the splinter out of her hand? Would that be like a medicine check or something?
Yeah. Go for
Does
it.
anyone have a crowbar?
I got a warhammer.
Oh, I got
I'm
And
sure
Lily
that
pulls
will
her
work
crowbar.
just as well.
I don't
Lily
have a
pulls out her crowbar, and it's like, I got one!
Wait, what? What?
The child has a crowbar.
Don't question
yes!
it. With a 10 on your medicine check, you push the splinter in more.
Oh. I'm sorry. I'm
Wow.
sorry.
She drops the crowbars on Lucius's foot.
Roll an attack against Lucius. No.
I'm sorry. I was only trying to help.
Paige is gonna smack Lucius upside the head and then go to Lily.
Roll an unarmed attack against Lucius.
Absolutely. What's an unarmed attack? 1d20?
Roll a d20 plus your strength.
Oh yeah, that's right. Let's see. Paige, what's your strength? I need to have this stuff up, but okay. Doot.
Does a 14 hit you, Lucius?
My is pretty high, so
probably
that's
not.
a 16.
Yeah. So you like smack his horn. It does absolutely nothing except for maybe make him feel bad.
That was the intent.
Lucius takes 20 psychic damage.
And is completely
You're
demoralized.
unconscious again.
God.
Here, Lily. May I observe?
Okay, but don't do what he did.
Sorry, I'm sorry.
I will endeavor not to.
Yeah, what?
Forgot medicine takes wisdom, so it's actually minus.
Paige pulls out her cutting implements and tries to cut off her
Goody.
finger.
God damn it, dude.
We must
produce
amputate.
blood. I don't want you to produce my blood.
Wilhelmina, get over here. We need your help, Wilhelmina.
She tries
Bolts
to find
across the
Wilhelmina
room.
by Nocturna and like,
Paige barely touches it
No.
before Lily fucking just yeets herself across the
Yep.
Yeah.
What is happening right now?
Like, Tanner, open the door with your hammer.
A splinter is
A
happening.
splinter.
Oh my god, this is worse than the tiger.
We are definitely the serious group.
Yep.
Holy shit.
The child obviously is distressed. So Paige is gonna go try and open the door with her bare fucking hands.
Be a crowbar over there.
Watch.
Lucius is gonna do what now?
Help, and just watch Paige just try to rip out the door with her hands.
So
again, I had a crowbar. It fell on the floor. I'm just
Uh,
gonna put that out there.
Lucius
Yeah,
picks up the
it's
crowbar.
all right. So Lucius and Paige, please both make strength checks against the door. Lucius with advantage. You're using a crowbar.
Yay! Crowbar.
I did better.
And simultaneously, you just hear crack as all of these boards just get ripped off of this door and tossed aside. Splinters everywhere for everyone. No.
Oh, god damn it.
Oh no.
I'm joking. There's no split. It's fine. I mean, there would be, but you'd have to pick up the boards first to get the splinters, so it's fine. And all the boards have been ripped free of the door.
Alright. Okay,
Can
Are
Lily
we
open
ready?
this door.
Can Lily try to get the splinter out of her finger herself?
Yes.
At this point,
Do
oh,
I get advantage or anything, or just...
Well, you're doing it one-handed, so no.
Okay, is it medicine?
Oh.
Okay.
I think I have a good
No.
medicine.
It
Oh.
goes further in.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
It's in the
Let me-
bloodstream. It's in the bloodstream.
Okay.
Let me.
thank
Let me.
goodness.
Wilhelmina just grabs her hand and
Where?
puts the slightest pressure behind where the splinter is at, and it just pops out the little hole.
My word.
Gives her a big hug. It's like, thank you!
thank
No
you,
problem.
Amina.
What were you
No
saying,
problem.
Nocturne?
I can. Oh, wait. I can heal that.
Alright, Lucius opens the door, like, enough about the splinter, we're moving on.
You reach out and grab the door, and it's locked.
Well,
Can I
minute,
have my crowbar back?
here you go.
Thank you.
Give back the crowbar.
Does the key that worked before work on this door?
What do you mean? Paige got, like, thieves' tools. Go get it, Paige.
Which door is being requested to see if the key
This-
works?
this one. Right
upper
here.
one.
I will go over there, pull out the key again, and attempt to see if it works.
Click.
I will pull away the key and push open the door.
All right.
I was hoping to see the thieves' tools again.
As you push open the door, the room is revealed. There's a small dollhouse in the left-hand corner, an ornately carved toy chest, both covered with dust and cobweb of ages. Two rumpled beds sit in the corners of the room, time and moths having eaten away at them. And in the very center, clutching each other, one of whom is clutching a small doll as well, are two very small, child-sized skeletons.
Grayson is gonna, hey, I think we found the children that were outside.
Ooh, that's dark.
Lucius like, oh, we have to save them, and runs in the room like, oh.
Oh,
I think you're a little late for that, Lucius.
Oh. He's like a puppy.
We have to say, oh.
Can I investigate the toy chest?
Paige is gonna rush in the room and look around and see no Evangeline and look just disheartened.
Am I doing investigation?
Yes, you're doing investigation.
While they do that, Grayson is going to investigate the dollhouse.
All right, go ahead and roll investigation on the dollhouse.
He wants to look at these toys too.
Okay. Alrighty. So, Wilhelmina, you open up the toy chest. It is not locked. Inside of it, you find several building blocks, some small wooden carved animals, and what looks like a number of carved wooden people. Picking up one that is kind of lizard-like, you're surprised to find it is a striking likeness to a certain scaly boy standing about 5 feet from you. And then as you look at the other people in the chest, you notice each one of them in turn represents one of your party.
Oh dear.
Found voodoo dolls.
Grayson,
Awesome! I could play with you guys all day!
Oh,
No, we
That
mustn't
wasn't
play with
creepy
these.
at all.
Lily wants to try to grab them.
No.
Grayson's gonna smack away Lily's hands.
Grayson is over there by the dollhouse, not
Oh,
the
never
toy
mind.
chest.
What do I roll to stop her?
So you're the one currently holding the dolls, so that would be that's gonna be a strength check, I guess, to keep hold of it and keep it out of her grip.
Oh, dear.
Contested strength checks.
Not sleight of hand. Oh, great.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, no, you just kind of hold it above her head as she jumps and tries to grab it.
But if it's us, it should come with us.
But it's not yours, it's ours! Comes a voice from behind you.
Hello?
Children?
Lucius
It's
turns
yours?
to look at the skeletons and are like, "Hi, ghost kids."
Hold on
That's it.
one
This is how we
second.
die.
Is this how I die? Do. Where's my figures? There it is. And on each of the beds, poofs into existence.
Giant children.
Yes, giant children.
They shrank.
There we go.
Normal-sized children. I don't remember. Do these look like the children we met outside?
These look exactly like the children you met outside, only not in pajamas. Alright, so one of them, the small boy clutching a ghostly doll, is huddled on his bed, sort of underneath the half-rotted blanket. And the female ghost, the older one, she is standing on her bed, or rather floating about 2 inches above it, hands on her hips, glaring down at Wilhelmina and at sorry, my brain died, and at Lily as they stand over her toy chest. Grayson, by the way, with your investigation check, you notice this dollhouse is remarkably similar in outer structure to the house that you're currently in, as seen from the outside. And in fact, upon inspecting the first and second floors, you're pretty certain that it's made to scale. That's all you're able to discover with an 11, though.
Huh.
Children, are you the one who are keeping us here?
No, we are not. You're the one in our rooms. What are you doing here?
We were invited in by, well, it looked like you. Could have been you.
So the girl and the boy exchange looks, and the boy kind of whimpers a bit and pulls the blanket more over his head, and the girl kind of don't be stupid. It was the house. The house does that.
Do you know what the house wants?
It wants to eat you, says the little boy, kind of choking back tears a little bit.
Paige is gonna approach the bed and kind of kneel or squat down on her heels and tilt her head and just say,
It's all right, little one. None of us mean you any harm, and those that do will perish.
Go ahead and roll a persuasion check for me.
I'm gonna persuade the ghost kid. As soon as I find it, -1 persuasion, cool.
So, you try your best to put on a very nice, kind, brave face, but this child, despite being a ghost and probably not easy to harm, still shrinks back under the blankets.
I mean, understandable. Paige is Paige.
And in fact, their image kind of shimmers a little bit as though they're considering going earthreal and not being visible to you anymore.
Oh no.
Children, what happened to you? Was it the house?
Why should we tell you? You're going through our stuff without even asking permission.
Somebody.
We were invited in by the house itself.
Lucius tries to like cut her off a little bit. We are sorry. We're gonna put the toys back in the chest now.
No, we are not. These toys are of our own making. I am not willing to part with them.
She
I will
crosses.
give back those that do not resemble us. You're free to have your building blocks and similar, but not these creations.
She crosses her arms over her chest, glaring at Wilhelmina. If you don't give the toys back, we're not telling you anything.
I'm fine with that. We will find a way out of this house. I wish that you could come with us.
You can't even leave the room, says the little boy muffled underneath the blanket. Shh, Thorn, don't tell them anything. It's not like they can even help.
Galen, we need an Arcana check.
Grayson is gonna smile and he goes, "You can't leave the room. Is there anything you'd like us to bring you?"
Persuasion check.
Yes.
What could you possibly bring us? We've got toys here, or else we did. And she looks at Wilhelmina and does that little head shake that 10-year-old girls normally do when they're annoyed at somebody. There are nice beds. We have our dollhouse. It is good here. And also, things are not trying to kill us in here.
Lucius goes to Galen. Like, do you know of a way we can help them?
Is there a way I would know of?
Make a religion check.
Oh, religion.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see how well this goes. Yep, as expected.
You don't deal with ghosts that often.
I would also like to make a religion check.
Go for it.
This is gonna be bad.
I'm not familiar with ghosts, unfortunately, but I think we have some in our party who are a little bit more familiar with them.
Not today.
Yeah, Grayson, you've dealt with more of the violent sort of spectrals, not exactly 2 kids haunting a bedroom.
Sorry,
Well,
I'm not used to the nice kind of ghosties.
Would I recognize Nocturna as a cleric?
Has Nocturna offered you this information?
Haven't exactly hit it. I have mentioned I'm a cleric on a sea league before.
Okay, then yes.
And then I'll look over. Nocturna, would you happen to know any way we can help these children?
Is this going to be a religion check?
Yes.
Let's find out.
Speaking of, oh yes. So Lucius, with your 11, you're not really sure how exactly to help ghost children, because you don't really encounter them that much. Same thing with Wilhelmina. You've heard that putting them to rest might help, but you're not exactly what that constitutes, because every ghost is different. Nocturna, you notice the bones on the floor and the floating children, and you conclude that if you can give the bones a proper burial, it might release the children from this place.
All right, lads. I think if we bury the bones, they might, pass on or something, whatever their religion is. I could, consecrate them.
No consecrating. You kill us.
Figure of speech.
I mean,
Forgive.
beat us to killing you.
No.
Children,
We starved to death. Welcome back.
Oh, Jesus.
What I miss?
No. We starved to death after our parents locked us in here.
Willie has a question.
Yes.
But if we're in the basement, aren't they already buried?
Basement! And Thorn zooms out from underneath his quilt and dives under the bed, and then pulls the quilt down over the gap he went through, and the bed just starts shaking.
Paige glances at the rest of the party, and then looks over at Miss Rose across the room.
And she actually looks a little bit spooked too when you mention the basement.
But that's where we are, aren't we?
No, this is the attic.
Oh, I thought the basement was on the top.
No, but you do get to it from there. And she points a shaky hand at the dollhouse Grayson is next to. What were you saying, Paige?
Paige is gonna look at
Paige is gonna look at Rose and then ask her,
is there any specific reason that would have elicited that response?
There's the monster in the basement.
Can Grayson look a little more closely at the house to see if he could find how to get to the basement?
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll that investigation check for me again.
Oh, lordy. Okay, that's better.
Alright, so your eyes track through the house, and level by level, floor by floor, you notice one distinct thing. There's a small portion of the house on the left-hand side from facing the front of it, where there's a single cylinder spiraling upwards, and when you reach the top floor, in fact the attic in which you now stand, and you see two tiny toy skeletons in the room you're currently in, you see that about a room down and over to the left a little bit, there is a passage that leads to a spiral staircase that goes through the rest of the house, going down, down, down. And when you see that, everybody hears a loud "Kerch" somewhere in the house.
interesting. Well then.
Can I roll to see if I could tell what that was, that sound?
Sure. That'll just be a wisdom check.
Paige is then gonna go over to Miss Lily, stepping carefully around the bones.
It sounded like a door or passageway clicking open.
Children, where are your brother?
I will answer that in a minute, but I think Paige was trying to say something first.
Of course.
No, Paige was just gonna ask about the music box.
Okay.
Go ahead.
So as Paige is digging out the music box, Rose kind of looks at Wilhelmina and frowns kind of sadly. We have not seen our brother in a very long time. Last time we saw brother, it was when he was just born. The nurse brought him to see us, but he wasn't moving or crying, and she was very sad. And Rose kind of looks at you all and kind of makes the "don't tell him" signs with her hands.
Well, I'm sure he was just tired, and I'm sure he is now resting well and fine.
Lily looks at Jeannie and is like, do you think maybe if... Because she doesn't understand what's happening either. She's like, maybe if they haven't seen the brother in a long time, maybe we should look for him as well as Evangeline.
Yes.
And Paige looks ever so slightly shaken. Ever so slightly.
Perhaps we will look for them together.
Did you say Evangeline?
Yeah, have you seen an Evangeline?
And it's at that point that Paige's chest cavity opens up again in that fan-like motion that only Grayson or somebody saw before, but now everybody gets to see it. And then she fetches out that music box. Her chest closes back up, and she holds it out to Rose and says,
In here, I found something that belonged to my ward, who went missing long ago, and I have been searching for her ever since. This has been the first evidence of her whereabouts that I have found since then. Do you know my Evangeline?
There was someone who came once to here, a long time ago, after we were dead, but not long after we were dead.
Aw.
She did get out. She did leave. I think she's one of the only ones that I know who has ever been able to leave here. But,
And,
she tried to burn the house down after she left.
Oh no.
It came back. She kind of looks crestfallen. It was my idea to burn it, if she managed to get out, but it didn't work. It came back.
I see.
But she was here. Well, at least someone named Evangeline was here. She was a very pretty girl. Older than me. But she was very smart. She made that. And she points at the music box that you're holding.
Yes, she would have. Her father created me, and he taught her some things before they went missing. It would make sense that she would have followed in his footsteps.
She said she was looking for her dad, says Thorn from underneath the bed.
And Evangeline kind of looks across the room over at Thorn and then, gives a tilt of the head and glances back at Rose and says,
Well, I would suspect then that her predicament is much like mine, and I wonder if he is looking for her as well. Perhaps there is hope yet to find them, which I did not have before, so I must thank you.
and then Paige would glance over the bones and ask,
Is there anything we can do to help you both in return?
And, Nocturna, did you impart the whole, if we bury them, they'll be laid to rest thing? I think you did?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so Nocturna, Rose is gonna look at you curiously. You said if you bury us, we'll be free?
Generally speaking, creatures who do not find a restful end tend to wander the land still. I have seen it many times before, although usually the remains cannot be found, and so they cannot be laid to rest. However,
and she'll again glance at the skeletons and then look back at Rose with a sympathetic expression.
Would you like to be buried a particular place?
Yes, actually. This house has been in our family for generations, regardless of what my parents did. Our place, if we are to be buried, is beneath it, in the catacombs. There should be tombs ready for us there. My father said that someday we would all be below. She kind of shudders a little bit. But that, I think, is the only place that we would find true rest, if you were to put us within the tombs that are meant for us.
I see.
If you're already going there anyway, I mean, it's just...
Sounds like a plan.
Then
Lucius will pick up the bones and be like, "You have our word."
Don't bang my skull like that!
And then Lily picks up the little dolly and looks over at Thorn and is like, "Do you want the dolly to be buried with you?"
No, he's afraid of the dark. Will you take him with you?
Okay, yeah, I have a dolly too, so they can be friends. Does your dolly have a name?
Yeah, his name is Onion.
Onion, okay.
Because his head
I-
looks like an onion, and also because when Rose stitched him back up after he lost his stuffing, she had to put an onion in him, so he smells like onions now.
That's a good idea. That way they always have a smell.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Onion, you're coming with me. And she puts him in her bag.
Oh. Paige is gonna try to respectfully gather the skeletons up, and keep them kind of separated, so that way they can each go in their individual graves in case it matters.
You can use the bed sheets.
Yeah, it's true.
Oh yeah, my quilt is very fluffy. You can use that one, says Thorin.
As you wish.
I suppose if you must. There's also the pillowcase.
Yeah.
Lucius
Paige?
grabs the bed sheet and pillowcase and starts tossing some bones inside. But respectfully and
Respectfully tossing, yes.
Rose like hovers over Lucius, just critiquing his bone tossing ability. No, you have to sit down like that. It doesn't look right. The leg bone's connected to the hip bone.
Lucius is like trying his best with all this information, trying to like kind of basically contort and like put all the bones she's saying.
Why is my foot in my mouth?
Because you were very flexible alive, I'm guessing.
I do not know what gives you this idea.
Neither do I.
Meanwhile,
Oh my
Paige
God.
lays out the quilt and takes Thorn's bones and lays them out in a correct anatomical fashion, then rolls up the blanket and puts it in the pillowcase so it doesn't unravel.
Thorin like claps, very impressed. Wow, you're really good at puzzles.
I have dismembered quite a few bodies to know where everything goes. I appreciate your compliment.
Lily says, I'm not good at puzzles.
Oh.
Lucius hears what Paige just said and wants to get a little distance from Paige.
Thorin also looks unsure about the situation.
Yeah.
Lucius makes eye contact and I was like, I know, right? As he moves away.
Oh my God. And then Paige is gonna put Thorn on her back like a knapsack and tie it across her chest like a sling, and then yes, and then she's gonna go.
Is there anything you wish for us to take with us, before we depart this room?
Well, you could always take us with you.
I thought you said you couldn't leave the room.
Not by ourselves.
Oh, well then you can come with us, absolutely.
Really? You'd let us?
Sure.
Hey, Lily, can you please make me a wisdom saving throw? Oh, sorry, charisma saving throw. Charisma saving throw.
Paige will walk over to Thorn and offer her hand.
And then Lucius
Darn.
will do the same thing.
So you see, as soon as Lily offers to have them come with, Rose like rises up and tries to dive into Lily's body. And there's a moment when Lily stumbles back and looks confused, and then Rose just kind of pops out the other side, kind of shaking herself briskly, and she said, "But you said we could!"
I don't know what happened, but yeah, come on, let's go.
What is happening?
Lily almost got possessed.
And she isn't aware of it. She asked them to possess him unknowingly and then resisted unknowingly.
Just a little possession as a tradition.
I'm gonna say Herman wouldn't allow that.
Probably not. Rose kind of throws her hands up in the air and is like, "Well, I can't now. You didn't let me in."
I don't understand.
You may attempt with me if you wish.
Oh,
Although
okay, says Thorin, and he just like takes your hand and tentatively tries to walk into you and right out the other side because you can't be possessed.
oh yeah, that's right. I thought because I had a soul technically. Okay. Paige looks just as confused and apologetic, and she
At least it got you out from under the bed.
Lily's like, the door is this way. You keep missing.
I think we have to stay here. I can't. We can't walk out the door. We have to be inside people. And I don't think you're people. And he looks at Paige apologetically.
Partially, but not completely. So, it does make sense.
I do have to ask before I make any volunteering. Why did your parents lock you in here?
Well, they haven't actually let us outside the house for many years prior to that, but they kind of started doing things in the basement, and they didn't want us messing around, so they started locking us in the room more and more, and then one day they just never came back.
Is Gallon aware of the note that Grayson found?
I think he read it out loud.
Question.
I don't think Grayson shared it.
I didn't read it out loud, but I did mention. I found earlier that I found a note that mentioned a basement. I never showed the note to anyone or read it out loud.
Oh, okay, never mind then.
Well, if you did mention it, then
But I did mention that they did horrible things in the basement, and the basement's probably where we gotta go.
Mm.
yeah. Well, Paige will just look at the others and say, "Well, that sounds familiar."
Alright, I'll ask one more question. Are you two able to inhabit the same person?
I don't want his stinky soul in mine. He doesn't wash his feet. I do too! That's mean, Rose!
Rose.
You
if it
probably
means
smelled the
leaving this
onion.
room.
She crosses her arms over her chest and she kind of huffs. It's hard enough being in one person as one ghost. It's too hard to be with two ghosts, one person. Then you wouldn't know who is who. It's very difficult.
What about objects?
I can't possess object. Yeah, I don't do that. I can lift them and I can throw them, but I can't go inside them.
Look, we have at least 4 people here, which are actual people. 5. Apologies, Lucius.
I actually wasn't sure if I was like being counted because dragon person.
You're a regular living humanoid. You count.
Okay.
Yeah.
So perhaps we give it a go, as seeing as they are only children, and we put them to rest. Otherwise, I suppose they could stay here. I do not know what the best course of action is, but I say that if we are able to help them leave, it would be the kindest thing to do, considering how long they must have been stuck here.
Lucius says, pick your favorite bodies and then show us how to get to the basement.
Alright.
Oh, I volunteer. It is safer if I from Barovia volunteer.
Rosa takes a step forward and looks Wilhelmina up and down and is like, you know what? I wish I could have grown up to be like you. And then she's gonna try and step inside your body.
Aww.
It's really good with splinters.
If you resist, you can roll a charisma saving throw, but if you just let it happen, you don't have to roll anything.
I let it happen.
Alright. So she steps inside of your body, and there's a moment of confusion and adjustment before you feel, even more so than you were before, in charge of like everything. Like everybody needs to do what you tell them to do, and if they don't do it, you're gonna yell at them until they do. And then Thorn's gonna kind of look around, and he's gonna kind of look over at, let's see, he considers Lucius for a minute, He looks at Nocturna, Gallon, considers Grayson for a minute. Does not consider Lily, just because he saw his sister try to step into her and it did not work out so well. So he is going to flip a mental coin.
I was gonna say, like, after what like Rose said about wanting to be like, I wish I grew up to be you. I don't think they choose the Dragon Man.
Well, you would be right, because he's gonna step over to Nocturna and be like, "You're the smart one who knows how to help us, so I'm going with you." And he's going to try to step inside Nocturna. Nocturna, if you resist this, you can roll a charisma save. But if you want to let it happen, you don't have to do anything.
I'll let it happen.
Okay. Nocturna, again, that moment of kind of nauseous confusion washes over you, but about 10 seconds after that, you feel terrified of like everything. You're jumping at shadows and corners. You have the urge to cry whenever something so much as stubs your toe. You're a terrified 5-year-old little boy on the insides, with your own mind about you, of course.
Oh, Jesus.
You
Oh,
need to hold my hand.
Draconius, hold me.
Nocturna throws himself into Draconius' arms.
Lucius kind of like picks him up and like starts rocking him a little bit.
All right.
That'll be alright.
Lily looks at Mina and is like, "Are you both in there?"
It seems it.
You don't feel possessed, Wilhelmina, so much as you feel like the powerful emotions that I just mentioned, because she's kind of just hitching a ride. She's not controlling your actions.
After like a couple minutes of rocking and like stroking his hair, Lucius will put Nocturna down.
Oh,
Alright, come on, we gotta move forward. Do you guys know where the basement is now, or do we gotta keep exploring?
She said that it was to, like, down to the left on this floor, so I'm gonna assume over here.
Grayson saw where it was at when he was looking at the
Yeah.
house.
Grayson's gonna mention, I know where the attic is, or the entrance to the basement is. However, I believe we should clear this floor before we go, in case we find anything helpful to combat the monsters in the basement.
I agree.
If you
I
believe
will
so.
open this door, hoping that it's not the entrance to the basement.
Which door are you trying to open? Top or bottom?
Bottom.
That one's locked.
Entrance? That one's locked? Alright.
Oh yeah, it's the one
wait.
that she couldn't open.
Yep.
Grayson will come over with the key and try to open it.
All right, so you insert the key in the lock.
Aw.
I like the...
Can
That doesn't appear
Lily
to be a skeleton key.
ask Rosemina a question before they leave the room?
I like it. I like it.
Lily wants to
Oh,
say,
yes.
is there a dolly of Evangeline in there? And points to the toy box.
Yeah, you can answer it. There wasn't in the description.
Yeah, no, there's not any more humanoid dollies except for the ones that represent the party members that Wilhelmina found in there.
Okay. Just checking.
Sorry.
So Rosemina and Nocturna.
Perfect.
Yes.
Okay, got it.
All right, so Grayson, you open this door to reveal a very long, sloping ceiling culminating in very gothic kind of nook windows. Within this room, there are a large number of shapes with different sheets draped over them, some of which are stained, some of which are ripped. You see a broken chair somewhere further on in the floor. There's a lot of shapes in this room under a lot of different sheets. You also see a wood stove and a very large chest.
Um, he's just gonna take. Grayson's gonna take a step in and goes, "Hey, Lucius, do you want to check that chest for me?"
Sure. Lucius tries to open the chest.
The chest is locked.
We might need the skeleton key again.
He'll hand the key to Lucius.
Oh my god.
Alright. Lucius will take the key and try to open the chest.
Alright, so Lucius, you take the key, you insert it in the lock, click, click, clack, and it opens to reveal a skeleton.
Jesus Christ, we gotta bury another one.
I wonder whose body that is.
Lucius will take this thing off what he assumes the couch and start putting bones in it.
So,
no.
as you reach out to grasp one of the bones to put it within the sheet, the skull of the skeleton whips around and, cackling all the while, attempts to bite down upon your hand. So, hold on 1 second. Let me grab that
You don't
stat
just go
block.
touching bones without permission.
Not without permission.
Oh, man.
I forget which.
I'm just trying to help.
He's really trying.
you. Hey, remember what happened? Never mind.
Sorry,
Remember
this will
what,
just be
what?
a second.
Yeah, it's okay.
Wait,
I'm
remember what
fine.
happened to what?
I'm fine to wait.
Mm-hmm.
Also, Lily asked Nocturna if he wanted to hold Onion until they got to the Catacombs.
You do feel a strong attraction to this onion doll.
Sure, I'll take it.
Hmm.
Give me your onions.
Keep
There
it
it
safe.
is.
Keep
I mean,
it
he
safe.
loves smelly things.
Hey, it beats the reeking scent of
Wolf
wolf.
pee.
Yeah, I didn't want to be the one to say it.
No, I really wanted to hear it. Oh my god. It's okay, Wolf Boy.
$14 doesn't hit you, does it?
No, armor class 16.
Excellent. So, skeleton attempts to bite down upon your hand. You manage to jerk it back just in time, and everybody can go ahead and roll initiative. Remember to click on your characters before you do so.
Ready.
I like rolling through the app.
You didn't click on your character first, though.
Oh, no.
Here we go. Where's my initiative button? Oh, right.
We have
Never
many
mind.
17s.
We do.
And Gallon's moving quickly this time around.
Oh my god.
I don't know why it rolled twice.
I was gonna say, that is a very big skeleton.
Spooky, scary skeletons and
Skeletons.
shivers down your spine. Toot toot.
Spine.
At least we got to see it in
Like-
detail.
Do I have consent to bury you?
What?
He wants to ask the skeleton if he can be buried.
Oh!
Barry, I was about to say.
Bury underground. Get,
Jesus Christ. I thought you were
I'm-
asking for its hand bone in marriage.
No,
Yeah, no,
I
you're
asked
not
for
the only
something
one that heard
bury
that.
it.
I heard you, Lucy.
Thank you. Thank you.
Oh my
Lily's
God.
so good. Well,
Okay, what's your thingy? Okay. Oh, that's not so great.
don't I have like a ghost wife on like 2 floors down?
Yeah, you can't fucking marry somebody else when you're already married to the ghost wife. 14.
He's got the ghost wife. He's got Genie. He's just getting all the single ladies in the house.
All single ladies. All single ladies. Oh, I got doubled people. Gosh darn it. Alright.
Double Nocturna?
I don't see double people.
I do. There's 2 gallons.
What? There shouldn't be 2 gallons.
There was.
Oh, you do. We
Mhm.
don't.
Let's see, where is Grayson? Grayson had a 13, so that's a double Grayson. Nocturna got a 17, so that's a double Nocturna.
I might have, because I did the app and then I did the website.
Where's Paige?
So Wilhelmina should have 15.
I can have 13, whatever.
It would put you behind the skeleton instead in front of it.
Digital.
Where's Lil? There's Lil. Okay.
Lily.
Lily. Okie doke.
Lily doesn't have a bell. Lily has all the bells.
Okay.
Bell, 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 bell.
So first up is Nocturna.
All right. It's just a single skeleton.
It's just
That you're
a
afraid of.
single skeleton, which is madly cackling its head off.
Well, I'm gonna stick where I'm at and just kind of, kill it with some holy fire. Try to. Do I roll that at disadvantage?
Which attack are you rolling?
Sacred Flame.
So Sacred Flame, I believe, is a dexterity saving throw for the creature. So go ahead and hit the Sacred Flame button, and yeah, there it is. So if it doesn't make it save, it'll take 3 radiant damage. What's your dexterity? Oh, it's a -1. That's not so great, isn't it?
I don't like the way you said that.
Yeah, so it's going to take 6 radiant damage because it is undead. And you see radiant fires lap along its skeletal form, and its mad cackling just increases in volume.
I kind of just laugh and cry at the same time.
Yeah, it's terrifying. Anything else for your turn, Nocturna?
I'm gonna move into the corner and hide.
That sounds very in character. Good job. You hide underneath the sheet that's there, and it's a very ugly looking blue and purple couch with paisley flowers on it. Gallon,
That's
you're up.
ugly. He's gonna step up over here and take out his boomstick, his very, very tiny boomstick, and fire it at the skeleton.
Oh.
Oh no, that's actually bad. Oh,
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. Oh.
That.
That misfired.
So, roll me a d20 real quick.
Okay.
Oh no.
Alright, so, your gun jams, but does not immediately explode within your palm.
Yes.
So, you are going to have to take the entirety of your next turn to fix it. Or do some other action if you don't want to fix it, but it's not working yet until you fix it.
Oh man.
God damn it.
Anything else for your turn?
No, that will be it.
Jinky.
Alright, Paige, you're up. You can hear manic cackling from the room ahead.
I sure can. I don't like that. So, let's see. First I'm gonna get within range. Paige comes to the door and you see her step inside and she looks at the thing, which I actually have a clear shot. Interesting. Gonna think. She can't do what she wants to do without hurting people. So she's gonna go. Oh, how much? It's 5 feet per square, right? Okay. 5, 5, 10, 20, 25, 30. She's gonna get to about here, and she's gonna touch Grayson's shoulder and give him guidance for the time being. La boop. And that's gonna be my turn.
Alrighty. Lily, it's your turn.
Lily's going to hop in. Can she see him from where she is here?
Yes.
Okay. She gonna try to throw a magic rock at him with her sling.
Check it.
Funk.
Alright, that, I believe hits. Yep, definitely hits. You see it impact with his rib cage and shatter a few ribs.
Oops.
Oh, wow! That's a real rib tickler!
Seriously.
That's a good one. And then
She
bounced
really
up here.
touched on my funny bone!
I hate it here.
Alright.
We had to check all the rooms.
Now it's the cackling skeleton's turn, and he is going to look straight at Galen, Nocturna,
Oh.
and Lucius, each in
Can you see
turn.
Nocturna?
Yeah.
Nocturna's under the blanket.
Well, he can still see the shivering lump under the blanket. He saw him dive there. So he's going to look at Galen, Nocturna, and Lucius, and he is going to say, really? You all can't take me on? Look at you, spiky hair boy. You can't even get a shot off edgewise. And you, Shiverbutt, I can see you shaking under that sheet. Pro tip, even if you pull the covers up over your head, we can still get you. Wow, I've never seen a lizard this dumb before. Did his horns go into his skull? All right, all three of you, please make a charisma saving throw.
Wait, all three of
I
us?
hate
All three of you, make a charisma saving throw.
hate this thing already.
My specialty.
Okay, okay.
Wait, no, I lied. I don't have good charisma. Help me.
No!
I believe
Well,
in
unless you
you.
have proficient one, it's still a nat 1.
So, Lucius and Nocturna, you're gonna take 6 psychic damage, and Galen, you're gonna take 3 psychic damage.
Ow. That effing hurt.
Wow. The first damage I take in this game is freaking...
Emotional damage.
This is why I shouldn't have been possessed.
It's even worse for Nocturna because after they say that, Thorin just feels so bad, you're crying. You're just sobbing underneath the sheet.
It's just onion.
In counterspect, Wilhelmina, you get pissed right the fuck off. Because he's messing with your brother.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
no.
true.
Yeah, I am going to go with, no, I think I'm just gonna do crossbow.
That misses, but amazingly, just barely.
What else can I do? Anything? Let's see. No. Unless I want to clean the skeleton's bones, I am going to finish the turn.
Okie dokie. Grayson, you're up.
It's a freaking skeleton. Can this is I'm assuming a half-destroyed chair over here.
Yes.
First, Grayson would like to roll some sort of check to see if he's familiar with lovely dancing skeletons.
So that is going to be a history check with advantage because this is in your wheelhouse. Okay, so this skeleton right here, you know he's definitely susceptible to radiant damage, as most undead are. You know that this particular variety of skeleton was probably somebody who was mocked heavily in life, and in death they mocked the living. They don't have much in the way of strength of arms, and they are inherently very weak. But they do tend to dish out a ton of scathing insults that can bite into the mind.
Okay. Grayson is going to take a step forward and stab at it with his lovely rapier.
Mm-hmm. And you definitely hit, dealing 11 piercing damage to the creature as you stab it through its rib cage and kind of like whip it around to send a couple spinal bones off somewhere. Like half of it falls down, one hand grabs its own spine to hold it upright. It's like sideways now on the upper half, and it's going, oh, send shivers down my spine.
And Grayson's gonna go, oh, that's a nice joke there.
What?
That's a very nice joke.
yeah, it is. Anything else for your turn, Grayson?
No, that's he is going to share the fact that it's weak to radiant damage, and he goes, guys, let's try being nice to it.
Let's give it a hug. Lucius, it's your turn.
Be nice to it.
Nicely attack it, just like Grayson did.
Gently bat it.
Compliment its non-existent skills at dodging.
Maybe I should clean its bones.
Oh gosh. Almost choked on his food.
Don't do that.
That'd be bad for you. 11.
I'm gonna try hitting it with my short sword, but then hold on, give me a second.
Holy fuck. Please
Nicely.
describe. Please describe this creature's demise or re-demise.
Holy.
I'm going to say that well, you've been a very great comedian.
The best. Certainly better than your scaly butt.
Jaw off.
And then he's in the middle of cackling, and you just fucking slice through its neck and jaw, and it just clatters onto the floor, and you don't hear the cackling anymore, although you can see its head bobbing in the same motion that it did before one by one the bones drop back into the chest.
I hate it here.
Lock
I
the
keep-
shaft.
Agreed.
Hey, Nocturna, we beat him.
I slowly pull the sheet off the top of my head. Is it Jack back in the box, mate?
Oh
I
god.
didn't. I don't know if his name is Jack, but he's in the box.
I thought we were the serious group.
Yeah, right?
Nocturna, at least she's gonna like comfort Nocturna, like rub his hair.
Hold me.
It's okay, buddy.
Gods be damned. Is it okay if I took a minute real quickly? Asking the group.
Oh,
Yeah, of
of
course.
course.
I don't see why not.
And Gallon's gonna begin casting mending on the gun.
Oh yeah, I should probably heal myself.
Alright, you cast mending on your gun.
It
it may be prevalent to take a rest before we continue to search, considering we have just fought not one, but two things.
She has a point.
safest place to rest? Back in the library?
I would go back to the children's room. The house wouldn't disturb them then. I'm hoping the same for us.
That's a good idea. I feel safe there.
Back to bed.
Quite.
And then Paige is gonna go tidy up that room a little bit.
Okay.
Clear up
Lucius is gonna
cobwebs.
carry Nocturna to the room. It's like, it's okay there, buddy. It's okay.
I'm
Let
good.
it happen.
I'm shipping this. This is good. This is fine.
It's just because I like take care of children, and then I'm like, all right, here you go, buddy. You should be all brave now.
He's
I'm
still
gonna
a
go-
fully adult man. He just has a child hiding in his brain right now.
To Lucius, that's like enough to make him like child like to Lucius. So he's like, Wilhelmina's like the stronger one, like the older one. So like she doesn't need me as much, but I'm also there for Wilhelmina like that.
Oh my god. Lucius is gonna open up an orphanage someday when they get out of this. It's gonna go terribly because all the children are gonna push him around.
Lucius is not sure, but he's thinking about adopting Lily. Not sure yet, though.
He did live in an orphanage before her adventure.
Lily should adopt you. I think it would be a better parent-child relationship.
I don't.
I'm not actually not sure about that one either.
Oh boy. Okay, so you guys are gonna take a rest?
Once
Would it-
Grayson comes, there we go.
Grayson teleports through the walls.
I don't think false life carries over through a short rest, does it?
It does not, no.
No, so there's no point to cast anything.
Alright,
Yeah,
so you guys... So you
Oh,
guys
no,
are
does
put...
false life, are you sure does it say for a certain length of time, or until it goes away?
It's for the duration's just an hour, so yeah, if we're resting for an hour.
If you're doing a
I'll
short...
just
If you're doing a short rest, that's for an hour. That lets you roll hit dice to regain hit points. But unless you're a warlock, you don't regain spell slots.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna cast Healing Word before we rest, just to double up on that because I'm almost dead.
I think you should
So are
probably
we
try. I think you should probably try your resting before you try your healing word and waste a spell slot.
Well, I
Are
mean,
we
we're about to
short
regain spell
resting
slots.
or long resting?
If you're only resting for an hour, it's a short rest, and you do not regain spell slots. If you're resting for 8 hours, it's a long rest, and you regain all your hit points and all your spell slots.
Oh, you're right. We long rested before.
Yeah, Gallon's good to on a short rest. He doesn't need a long rest.
Same with Grayson.
Yeah, ignore that roll then.
Okay, cool. So, if you guys are taking a short rest to regain your hit points, you can roll your hit dice to do so. I believe you all have one at this level, and it'll tell you what it is on your actual character sheet.
We just
What about everybody else? Is everybody else just doing short rest?
Yeah, I'm gonna do short rest. Where's it?
Oh, good.
Nice,
Full heal.
Nocturna.
oh hell yeah, full heal.
Wilhelmina, Lily,
There we
Paige.
go.
Lily didn't lose anything.
Did Wilhelmina lose anything?
I don't think so.
I don't
Neither
think
did
she
Paige.
lost anything.
And also, Lily gained her spell slot back.
Like,
Yeah.
Because she's...
like
yeah.
I'm down a spell slot, but that was mage armor, and that's still active. So
Mhm.
Paige didn't lose nothing.
Where's the
So
hit
when
dice?
it comes, how do
the
we see
hit
our
die
max?
is under your HP box.
Oh no, that's. I was just wondering what the. How do we check our max HP again?
So that's in your... in your... Sorry, my brain died.
Should be underneath your armor class hit point max.
but you can keep jacking it up. That's the thing.
No,
Oh,
no.
no,
So
so there's a
mini
line
box.
above that.
Yeah.
Did you put anything there?
Oh no. I think it was 9 before
You're a
though. So.
cleric, so your max HP should be a D8 plus your con.
Which would be 9, which is what he rolled. So he should be fully healed.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So it is 9.
Yeah. You put your full hit points on the little tiny hit point maximum line.
Oh,
Okay, that
darn.
makes sense.
Oh darn, me and Nocturna have the same max HP.
Do I have the biggest max HP? Aside
I
from
think Lucius might.
Lucius has 12.
Lucius is a pretty beefy boy.
Grayson
Mine
has
ma-
14. Dang.
Yeah.
Dang.
Huh.
That is pretty good.
I'm magic like that.
Magic! Okie dokie. So, you guys take a short rest. You patch up any wounds, emotional and or physical, that you've got. Nocturna has a good cry. And
Lily plays with some toys, and hopefully wants Rose to help him and Thorn to play too.
Rose does feel the urge to go play with the toys, and Wilhelmina, that means you kind of do too.
So that means would
That's fine. I still have them on me.
You take out the dolls of yourself and your party members, and you play with Lily with them. Alright. So yeah, you guys have a nice little rest. You eat some rations if applicable. You regain your hit points that you rolled. Lily does regain her spell slot, but she is a warlock. So yeah.
I can cast my one spell again.
All right. So after an hour has passed, nothing traumatic happens. So you guys gonna continue onward?
Uh-huh.
Get me
Onward
outta
and
here.
upward.
Grayson is gonna go back to the room in here and what was this gray thing here?
That is a wood stove.
Okay.
Paige will go back to
Right.
the room. Help.
And what were these pink things again?
Those are windows.
Windows. Okay, interesting. He's just gonna look around to see if he sees perhaps anything of interest that he could search.
Go
I'm
ahead and
assuming-
roll investigation for me. Alrighty. So with a 12, you're kind of looking around, and you notice over here on the wall there's something draped over what might be a large portrait or mirror. So just out of curiosity, especially remembering the last mirror you had to deal with, you reach up and grab the sheet and draw it aside to reveal neither a portrait or a mirror, but a doorway
Ooh.
leading to a spiraled staircase
Ah.
going
I,
ever downward.
I think I found the basement entrance, guys.
It would appear so. Well then, are we proceeding?
I kind of want to finish looking around up here because you don't want anything following us down the stairs.
Well, before that happens, something else really momentous does. You all hit level 2 because you found the door to the basement.
Yay!
Do 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 do.
Alright, Mr. Level 2. This room.
This is
Adjusting
level
character
2 is a
sheet.
big level for sorcerers, actually.
Infuse item. Wow.
Mhm.
Alright, so level 2, baby.
Now I gotta figure out how many health points extra we get now.
So
Likewise.
you can either take your average health points, which is half of your hit dice plus your constitution, or I would allow you to roll a hit dice to see what you can add to your score and take whichever one is better for you. So, for example, if your typical hit dice is a d8, you would roll 1d8 plus 2, and that's your new hit point maximum. Or if it's less than 6, just take 6, which would be your average hit point increase.
And for me, I take my average again and go to 16.
Why does my hit dice have a bracket instead of a number? Okay, let's go and check it out.
I don't understand anything.
Okay, let me take a look at yours, Wilhelmina, because I trust Lily to be able to figure her out. Okay,
Thank you.
so your hit dice is a d8. So what you're going to do is slash roll 1d8.
Okay.
Same with warlocks as a D8.
I'm an artificer as
Oh,
well, so that's
Mine's
the
a
same
D10,
for me.
right? So I
That
roll
is correct.
something.
I want to repeat what you said. You said half of the hit dice plus con.
Rounded. So it's usually half rounded up. So
So
like a D8 would be a 5.
So, Wilhelmina, you're going to want to take what you rolled because 5 plus 2 is 7 hit points, which is 1 more than it would be for your average. So, you're going to go up to
Would it
7.
be?
Yes, because she's got a plus 2 constitution.
I mean, the average for a warlock would also be 5.
I'm talking to Wilhelmina, not about
Or
warlocks.
sorry, my bad.
Okay. Anyway, so you're going to want to take what you rolled because that's better for you. So, you're going to make your hit point maximum 17 now. Okay?
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Slash roll space 1d10.
Thank you.
Lucius.
So I'm gonna roll a d8 for mine. Ooh.
Nice.
I
Wait, you
rolled
rolled
real
8.
dice. I rolled real dice and rolled a 2.
I rolled
Does
real
this
dice and rolled a 9, so.
Okay. Paige,
Does
what's your...
this Constitution modifier now?
You just rolled 8. You didn't roll a d8.
Slash roll space
Oh, you're right.
1d8.
My bad. I forgot you gotta do that.
Alright.
Wow, rigged right much.
Okay. So, timeout. Alright. Let me track here, because Paige rolled first. Paige, what's your constitution modifier?
That is, as I open my page, wasn't it? Core Constitution modifier is 1.
Okay, so yeah, you're going to want to take your average instead, which is going to be 6 increased hit points instead of 3. Alright, so that's you. Yeah, Lily, yours is probably better for you. What's your constitution modifier?
3.
Yeah, so you're gonna gain 9 hit points total.
Woo!
Got 9 hit points. Okay, Lucius. Ooh, doggy. 8. Plus, what's your constitution modifier?
My constitution modifier is +2.
Okay, so you get 10 to your maximum hit points. Add 10.
Ooh, 22.
Nocturna, you are going to want to take your average instead, probably, depending on what your constitution modifier is. What's your constitution modifier?
+1.
Yeah, you're good. You're going to want to take your 5. You're going to want to do the 5 hit points, which is your average. So add 5 to your hit point maximum.
So 14 maximum now. Are we still do we heal up to max or?
You are at maximum. Whatever your maximum hit points is for current and your new maximum is what you are. Because you haven't taken any damage since you had your short rest, which was literally ended like maybe 10 minutes ago. So y'all are at max health and at your new maximum hit point health.
And oh god, a lot of stuff happens. So death domain, that means you get it.
This also means you now have 2 total hit dice.
So for the people that did take a short rest, we only have 1 short rest dice left for the day.
Correct.
Did you adjust the hit dice automatically or?
If you hit the level up to level 2 button, then yeah. You can't. It adjusts your hit dice for you, but it doesn't adjust really anything else.
Oh, okay.
Because I haven't bought all of the stuff to make it automatic in Roll20, because why would I do that when I have books? And a free app on my phone.
So now I can channel divinity, harness divine power, and I don't know what my divine feature is.
My max HP is now 27.
Woo! That's a lot of fucking HP.
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I'm
can-
dead.
You can change spells too, can't you?
Depending on what class you are. You are a cleric?
Mm-hmm.
So, if you're a cleric, you can actually change spells every fucking morning when you wake up.
After a long rest. But...
You always have access to your entire spell list and can change them out every time you complete a long rest, whenever you want. But you do get to choose more spells. Right now, let's see. How many do you get? Cleric.
Right. I forgot more spell slots or whatnot.
Alright, so now the big question is, what spell am I taking? Have a feeling I know what that is.
I took Fairy Fire because I feel like it's gonna help.
Oh, wait, Fairy Fire is a fantastic spell.
I like Fairy Fire.
Oh, hey, I can deal extra damage with a melee attack. No, that's cool.
No,
Right,
I
yeah, you get
think I'm
one
gonna go
extra
for
spell.
the blaster route.
First level spell too, right? Or
Yeah. First level spell. You don't have second level casting yet. I believe that's at level 3 for you. Yeah, that's at level 3.
Mm-hmm. I define what my spell list is. So cleric spells.
Cool, I'm all leveled up.
I now get +2 to my damages with my sword. Ooh.
Sweet.
Woo! I can make good shit.
So I only get first level spells, right?
That is correct. Just first level spells. You can pick
Oh.
one more to have on you right now.
Oh,
Um,
that's another
ooh,
area.
sanctuary might be good.
Sanctuary! Gosh,
Ooh,
you
no.
Disney nerds.
I think this is
I have
Protection.
that.
Is Hunchback Disney?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
okay.
That was a very resounding yes.
It's not one of the more popular Disney movies, but it is Disney.
Oh, hush, it was one of my favorites growing up.
Oh no, mine too. Like, I don't know why people don't like it. It's so good.
They don't like it because the main character is not on attractive Disney prince.
interesting.
I thought they didn't like it because it's a creepy clergyman kind of trying to get with the poor gypsy chick.
Well, that didn't matter back
Ooh.
then, so it wasn't a problem so much to that many people. But yeah, these days definitely, yeah. Frollo's a creep. Anyway, no, it just didn't do as well in box office for some reason, which is dumb considering the music and it's fucking amazing. Story,
Oh, yeah.
the animation, generally everything.
I
think-
like the one meme that came from. I am a pious of God.
I'm gonna
No-
take
Nothing
protection.
shall attempt me. Count Frollo, there's hot
Oh,
gypsy
no.
with no shoes on outside.
Oh no.
She's thick. Oh no, what did I just do?
I don't know. What did you just do?
Trying to add protection from good and evil to my spell list because I feel like that's a pertinent spell.
Huh.
Especially once we go down the stairs.
Hold on. Time out. Time completely out.
Oh, what am I doing?
I don't know.
All right, you add stuff play.
Uh-huh. And there it is. It's in there.
Roll 20. Why are you so complicated?
It's not if you remember what you're doing.
Whoops! I accidentally added an extra spell slot.
It's okay. Just stop moving.
How do you delete them, or can only you do that?
So there's a little lock and unlock button right underneath each
Oh
of
right,
the...
that's
Yep, click it, and then the little red trash cans will appear, and you can trash any spells that you don't like.
That's where I belong, the red trash can.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
Also, for those of you with casting abilities, y'all feel a surge of energy, and your spell slots are restored to you as you level up.
I have the power.
Wait, really?
Yes, you feel a surge. It's more like a surge of hope because, we found the staircase. Maybe we can get out of here. And as you level up, you get all your spell slots back because I'm a nice person and I don't want you to go down there and die.
Is current spells that have been casted duration still active?
Yes.
Okay, no,
It is-
that's amazing. That basically gave me a free mage armor.
Well, I don't want you to die a horrible death, so,
I love death.
Oh gosh, that's amazing. I'm still figuring out which spell I want because I'm indecisive as frick.
Well, after the cackling undead that proceeded to wound my ego, protection from good and evil seems like the most important spell ever.
Yeah. I decided what kind of caster I'm going to be, but I just don't know what kind of spell or which particular type of spell I want.
Pick a good one.
I thought we discussed this before the game.
We did. I'm not going with color spray. I'm going with blaster.
I think color spray good.
Cold
It
spray
is.
I
pretty
got
good.
fairy fire.
Yep.
What do you guys think?
I was gonna say,
Yeah,
yeah.
fairy fire gives us advantage. Color spray straight up blinds the tarp, but it's also a small area of effect and would put me in the front or close to the front lines. And I'm a little squishy.
He hasn't
Even with
been
all those
working out
extra hit
regularly.
points?
I only have 16 hit points as a sorcerer right now, which is the average amount for second level.
Yeah, I know your pain.
I have 27!
Imagine not being a cleric, a caster with heavy armor.
Though my AC is 15 right now.
Oh man, time has flown by.
Oh gosh, yes it has.
Yep, we don't have that much longer to go before we gotta call it for the night.
Yeah, I'm good.
Well,
I can add my spell in really quickly.
Let's finish this floor then.
Oh, you did. That wasn't a time sensitive thing. I was just surprised. I had some bad stuff happen before the game. And now it's like, oh yes, M&Ms.
So you said you wanted to finish the floor first?
Yes.
I
Because
don't
Grayson
know.
just wants anyone coming down behind him.
May as well. We're highly empowered.
Alrighty. So are you going for that door in front of you?
Yes.
That one right there?
Yeah, why not?
You reach out, you grasp the handle, it creaks open. This room is extra dark. There's a bed in the corner. There's a rocking chair, what looks like it might be a wood stove. Cupboard. Don't see anything concerning right off, but make a perception check. No, it's probably fine. It's nothing to worry about there.
He's gonna take a step in and then go to check the dresser.
So you reach out and you open up the dresser and you make a dexterity saving throw. Excellent. So you notice the tremor that runs through the dresser a moment before the drawer that you're opening snaps shut, and you manage to yank your hands out of the way really quick. But you can see the dresser starting to twist and contort much like the creature that you fought downstairs. It's not fully formed yet, though.
Pretty sure we fought downstairs.
think
Only
that
it
Okay.
doesn't have any stripes this time.
Oh, the tiger. Oh, fuck.
Is it a leopard?
Maybe about that.
It's the cupboard.
Can Grayson just leave and close the door behind him?
Yeah, it's not fully formed yet. You can definitely do that.
He's just gonna leave, close the door behind him, and see if he can use the key to lock it.
You insert the key in the lock, you twist to one side, click, door is locked. And just in time, too, as you feel a wham, 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 as something slams itself up and up against the door repeatedly.
Grayson's gonna go,
Uh-huh.
don't go in there.
But why? I thought you wanted to clear the floor.
Clear the floor.
I don't want to be eaten by another inanimate object.
Hey, Lucius, are you opening that door down there?
Yes, I am.
While you guys are all having this conversation, Lucius strides down here to open up this lovely door. And within you see a fairly decently cozy little room. There's a desk with some papers and books on it, covered in dust, of course. There's a comfortable bed, half unmade. There's a cupboard that appears to have had its clothing ripped out of it and scattered over the floor, and a nice, comfortable-looking rocking chair and a porcelain doll laying on a bench near the window.
Uh-huh.
No, I'm gonna regret this, but I'm gonna go in the room and do an investigation check on the desk with the books and papers.
Alright, you step into the room, and you roll an investigation check. So, you look through the books and papers. You can't seem to find anything too interesting. There's a couple snippets of paragraph from what looks like somebody who was trying to write a novel. Something about vampires and werewolves and a lot of open torn shirts, but a lot of it's scribbled out and rewritten on other pages. It looks like maybe an author stayed in this room and they were very bad at their writing.
Oh god, I found the first draft of Twilight.
Roll a perception check for me, Lucius.
Oh, is this only perception check just because I said the Twilight thing?
No,
Okay.
I was planning on making you roll it before. So as you're looking through the desk, you hear a from over by the window.
That's the doll, I know it.
And you lift your gaze, and the rocking chair appears to be rocking back and forth on its own.
I take a step towards it.
It halts mid-rock and then continues.
This is a blast from the past. I don't want it to be another, like, specter or ghost, because that thing is a pain in the ass to fight.
Or
Where's the
possession.
lizard man?
Lucy!
Lily, I think I got something for you here.
What do you have?
Lucius
It's a dolly!
picks up the doll to give to Lily.
Thank you.
So you reach out and pluck up the doll. She is made of finest white porcelain. Her dress is a sweeping combination of red velvet and black lace. Her hair is set in beautiful golden curls that cascade down her back, with little ribbons woven through them. And she has a beautiful painted smile and two sharp, pointy white teeth peeking out over her lower lip. And you give it to Lily.
Thank
Hopefully,
you.
Onion can have a friend.
I have to figure out what to name her.
Why don't you name her after Genie?
Hey, Kat, I'm gonna need you to check your Discord in a second.
Okie dokie.
Oh no.
I'm killed Lily.
I don't think it's that.
Also, if Dolly has a name you'd like me to go with, please let me know.
Check your Discord, maybe.
Okay. Definitely, definitely. Her name is Prudence.
It's just like pats Lily on the head.
Let's go, Prudence. And starts walking towards.
I just made Lily possessed, didn't I?
You'll never know.
That is true. I'll never know. All right. This room looks to be clear. Lucius says to Gallon.
Alright then.
Hey, Lucius, roll a dexterity saving throw.
Oh God.
Of course.
Oh my God. I'm gonna get hit.
So the creaking stops, but only because there's a whooshing sound as the rocking chair is hurled across the room to break itself against the back of your skull. You're
Oh,
gonna take
God.
1d4. You're gonna take 4 bludgeoning damage to the back of the head as the rocking chair strikes it and then crumples to the ground in a number of pieces because you are quite
Lucius
hard-hit.
swears.
And the ghost
as-
comes in with the chair! Oh my god!
Ah!
Dun, 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 dun.
I'm
Lucius like
sorry.
gets hit in the back of that. He drops to like one knee and he's like, ah, and he swears.
Lucius, not in front of the children.
All 3 of them are like further away-ish. Alright, hold on, let me see. Okay, there's Wilhelmina, there's one child. The other child is
The only
further
one
back.
who didn't hear you is Thorn.
He's the youngest.
Son of a bitch. Ah. He goes back and looks where the chair was thrown at from, and is like,
Alright, who done it?
There doesn't appear to be anything there.
Gallon has his gun out. And yeah. Now fixed, if mending did in fact fix it.
Mending fixed it.
I would like to have a perception check.
Go ahead. Roll perception.
What the fuck hit, right?
You're not entirely sure.
Would I see anything? Maybe because I was more so facing the chair's
Oh, you
direction.
saw
that I
it.
flew.
You saw the chair raise itself up in midair and throw itself at Lucius.
Yeah, that chair just started floating, and then flung itself at you. I did not see anything else.
Oh my god, this is my least favorite ghost yet.
I suggest perhaps we leave then, if there's nothing to fight.
Lucius is rubbing the back of it. I guess so. Ugh.
So much for being at full health.
Lucius doesn't need health.
I mean, as the party stank, that's kind of the one thing I need.
Grace is gonna turn the corner and be like, anything in that room?
Flying
was in the room, and she holds up her dolly.
Like, rubs the back of his head in a fucking demon chair.
He's gonna look at Lucius and hand him the key and say, "Go lock the door." And then he's gonna turn and look at the dolly and he goes, "Oh, neat. Where'd you get that?"
Earn it.
Lucy gave it to me. Isn't she pretty? And Lily starts kind of twirling around with the dolly. Her name is Prudence.
Did you give her that name?
Well, all dollies have a name. You just gotta figure out what it is. And this one's name is Prudence.
Lucy's gonna hand the key back to Grayson. Like, yeah, it's locked now.
Grr.
Would I have noticed the details on that dolly as Lily walked past me out of that room?
Perception check.
Grayson's gonna ask the young lady, "Can I see it for a second?"
With a 12, you see that it is a porcelain doll that is very well dressed and doesn't have as much dust on it as you would expect from this attic, but you didn't see the facial features because Lily was hugging it.
Okay. I don't probably think too much about it then.
Grayson asked if he could see the dolly. What am I okay with that?
1 second.
Oh, great. Cursed objects.
Yeah, I may have gotten Lily possessed, but...
We don't know this.
Or given her a cursed object, which could be possibly worse.
Again, we don't know this.
Yes, this is all
Prudence is nice for now. Let her be.
above character.
Okay, so I'm a good guy for giving her a dump guy.
Lily holds the dolly up to show him the dolly, but does not hand the dolly over. See, isn't she pretty? And she kind of starts twirling around with the dolly again.
He's gonna try and, for the few seconds it's in front of his face, try to get a closer look at it. It's a very pretty dolly.
Yes, it is. It's very artfully painted. It looks like it has eyes that might even move independent of the skull itself. They're not just painted on. They appear to be like actual set eyes in there. And the painted mouth itself also has very thin seams that you can barely see, which seem to indicate that it can open. You do see those red lips and those tiny little white teeth peeking over top of the bottom one.
I kind of feel uncomfortable with that doll. He's gonna turn kind of like to the, kind of addressing the two children that are possessing his party members and go, "Do either of you know that doll?"
Wilhelmina, you get a sense of dismissive confusion from Rose. She doesn't seem to know it. Thorn kind of gets sort of an eagerness to go play with Lily and doesn't seem to recognize the doll Nocturna.
Can't say anything. He just wants to play.
I don't recognize that.
And Grayson will just kind of shrug and, Lily, be careful of that doll. It looks a little weird. And he kind of like gestures to like his own teeth, like pointing as if he had fangs.
What's wrong with fangs?
Creatures of the night have fangs, and they're usually not very good.
I think she's beautiful.
I mean, she is wearing a very beautiful dress.
I think you're beautiful, Prudence. I thought so too.
Gracie kind of raises the brow as she talks to the doll. Is the doll talking to you like Herman does?
Sorta.
Oh, well, tell the dolly I say hello.
Can hear you. She has ears.
Can we proceed now?
Grayson's just gonna shrug and cannot hello this way.
And without further ado, Paige is gonna go downstairs.
All right.
So, as you guys start to go down the staircase, can I get everybody to make perception checks for me?
Yes. Perception.
Lily is too absorbed with the dolly to really pay much mind, and Grayson is
Shit,
too
Wilhelmina
worried
too.
about the
Mina.
doll. Grayson is way too worried about the doll to pay attention. Gallon is kind of looking around behind them just to make sure we're not followed down the staircase, so he's not noticing it either. But Paige, Lucius, and Wilhelmina, as you start heading down the stairs, you start hearing whispers of many, many voices. All unintelligible words that you just can't make out. Very soft, very low, but ever present. Oh, Nocturna, you also hear it.
My connection dropped, so I didn't hear a single thing of that.
Oh, I said as you start making your way down the stairs, you start to hear whispers, unintelligible whispers of many voices. Like this.
Perfect. That's what I wanted to miss.
Did somebody record my voice and then replay it?
No, I just so
Mine-
happen to have.
Uh-huh.
Interesting.
It's
Okay, Mike.
harsh.
My Discord's completely glitched, so I'm going to reconnect real quick.
Okay.
What is happening?
Yeah, it
You're
clicked.
possessed, duh.
Oh my god. No, I've got a soundboard with my voice changer. I can also do. And. And.
Yeah, lovely, lovely.
Oh yeah, let's not forget.
I did not want to sleep comfortably tonight. That's okay.
If you wanted to sleep comfortably, why would you be playing this?
Because this is obviously not the serious session.
I see.
I'm gonna sleep in 40 seconds. No,
14 minutes. But anyway, so can everybody see your character on the new map?
No.
Gotta do that to look.
And I can move.
oh yes, yes.
Yes.
Excellent.
Yeah. I'm
So-
trying to
Yep,
move
there
in
we
a
go.
second. I just have to zoom in.
So you head down the stairs. The spiral is taking you ever downwards. You feel like it might even be more than 3 stories, or rather 4 stories worth of what the fuck is that? 4 stories
Dragons.
worth of height. Down. It feels like you're walking for 20 minutes by the time you finally reach the cool carved stone at the bottom of the passage.
Why is this so big?
We should endeavor to find the catacombs so that we may lay the children to rest before we leave, if there is in fact a way out.
Well, they said that your friend got out, so there definitely is a way out. But we owe it to the children that are currently with us.
Quite so. I am eager to find Evangeline, but it would be cruel to leave these children the way they are.
I agree.
Hey, Prudence, do you know where the Catacombs are?
Do I know where?
Galen's very disturbed by Lily talking to this doll and it presumably responding to her. He
What
is
have I
very uncomfortable.
Oh.
done? Oh yeah.
I don't know what. I didn't know that was what this is. Okay, cool. Thanks.
Grayson will be like, Lily, what did he tell you it was?
He said that we're in them,
Ah.
but I didn't know what catacombs are, so now I know. Yeah, I know. Again, I think it's that rock thing.
Can I see if I know where to go?
Well, you've never been in here, so there's not a roll that you could make to figure that out. Even Rose has never been here. She's only been told
Okay.
that this is where, that down below in the basement is where the catacombs
Okay.
are. So Thorn and Thorn and Rose both do not know where exactly they're going to. But
Okay.
as you guys look around, you note the sconces that are in the walls that are unlit. It's very dim down here. There's no light to speak of. So Wilhelmina, I believe, and Gallon, I believe you are both affected by this. You can't really see much in front of you as well.
I have dark vision.
Galen has dark vision.
Gallon has dark vision. Does he have dark vision yet?
Yes. It's part of his level 1 sorcerer subclass
Oh, that's
ability.
right. You're a shadow sorcerer. That's right.
Yep.
So yeah, so it's basically Wilhelmina that is affected by this then.
Yep. I have 120 feet of dark vision.
Wow. It's further than me.
Shadow sorcerers.
I don't think changelings have that info.
Mm,
Okay.
actually, yeah, I don't know
Can
if changelings do have dark vision or not.
I'm checking.
so can I not see
Nope, I
because
don't.
of something?
Yeah, it's very
Or
dark down
just
here
dark?
and there's no light. So if you get light, then you can see again.
Oh.
You might have a
Okay.
torch if you might have one in your Hootie, what's it?
Yeah, so with prestidigitation, you'd have to continuously cast it in order to get those showers of sparks. It's probably
It
going
says
to be quite
light or
tedious.
snuff out a candle, or a torch or small campfire. So if she does have a torch, that can light one for her.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Do you
that
have a
one.
torch?
I do. How many? I have 11.
Perfect. So you take out a torch and you use prestidigitate to light it. And now you can see.
Okay.
And that will extend in a 30-foot range from you to act as dim light so you're able to see.
Where do we want to go?
You see several doorways along this stone passage.
Christian's kind of looks side to side, and he goes, "Well, I suggest we stick together."
Peek
But I
down this way.
Mm-hmm. So you peer down this way and you see what looks like a small alcove with a pair of stone doors that are currently open.
Am I the only one that something's wrong with vision? I
Those-
can't see anything.
Those
Uh,
were-
Zoom out.
out.
Zoom out. It's a very big map.
It's in the middle. We're in the middle of the map.
Oh,
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
actually, we're on
Those-
top right.
It's quite
Paige
the large
peeks-
map.
Paige peeks around the corner and notes that those look a little bit like catacombs. She doesn't know what they are, but she knows what they look
Gallon's
like.
gonna very cautiously peek around this corner as well.
Alrighty. Around that quarter, you see a series. Oops, that's not the reveal button.
Dun dun dun.
A series of stairs that seem to lean downwards into a room where you can just vaguely see kind of a table and some chairs around it.
Paige will go into this.
And that's the maximum length of my dark vision.
clear.
Okay.
E.
There's a wall there.
I figured. I figured.
Alright, you guys step over here.
He'll step
Paige
over here.
is gonna
He buries
investigate
the
this one.
bodies.
And
well,
Gallon will say in a kind of hushed voice, not really liking this atmosphere, is like, we should stick together. It looks like this place is a bit of a maze.
Agreed. Nocturna's gonna strike up a torch.
Okay, so Wilhelmina and Nocturna both have torches right now. So which room are you looking in first?
Paige is investigating this to see if there's any markings or carvings or in or around the door to signify what's behind it.
So there is a marking on the door itself, which is ajar, a large, heavy stone door, as one would have on the entrance to a mausoleum or crypt. And this particular door does have a name etched in it. Walter Durst.
I do not recognize the name Walter Durst.
Wilhelmina, you recognize that name. Nocturna, you recognize that name. Your baby brother's name is Walter, and your last name is Durst.
They haven't seen him for so long.
Mm-hmm.
They
They
would know his name,
built-
though.
They built a tomb for our brother, their brother.
I mean, do you say this out loud?
Mm-hmm.
Well, if what they said earlier is true, it would make sense. After all, they would have built one for each of their children, would they not?
Makes sense.
Makes sense to me.
But this is not their catacombs, so, this is not their grave, so I see no reason to intrude upon it.
Agreed. I think it would be a bad idea to pry that open.
Oh, it's
What does
already
the other
open.
door say?
Oh.
What's inside?
Oh, that's not a beam of light. That's the door.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Paige hasn't got inside because she doesn't want to defile it. She was asking what's on the other door, since Wilhelmina's over there.
Can I see?
If you go over and make an investigation, yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, Paige isn't about to defile baby graves.
Yeah, it's probably some bad mojo there. Alrighty, so you look it over. This particular slab of mausoleum door is completely untouched. It doesn't appear to have any names carved in it, probably constructed for future family members that never came to be.
I don't see anything.
Well, the child did say that their father said that they would have a place, so I can only assume that also is not for them if it does not have their name on it. We should continue.
Did we not inter them?
I assume they have their own resting places.
Strange that it's not next to their other brother.
Maybe it's down the hole.
Grayson is gonna kind of like, let's go check this way, and start walking this way and stop and peek around the two corners to make sure he's not running into anything.
Alrighty, so you peek around the corner to your left and your right, and you are able to see two more similar doors in view here as they were up above on your left, and then you peer over to your right, and another set of very similar doors. These ones, however, are all closed.
I don't know if that's better or worse.
Grayson's gonna step to this side first and check the names on the doors.
Is Wilhelmina following us?
Paige is gonna step up and check the names on these doors. Or this one.
Alright.
Check the name on the other one.
So roll investigation for me, Paige and Lucius. Grayson, which door are you checking?
Checking this one first.
Okie dokie, that one is...
Grayson went
So,
first, though.
you take a peek at that door and you see an ornately carved strip the name Rosavalda Durst.
Aww.
And he'll I forgot the name of the children. My bad.
Yes.
He'll just read it out loud.
Of
Hoping
course,
the rest of the
Wilhelmina, you
party hear him.
recognize your name. And Paige, let's see, that one is Paige. The name that you see written there is Gustav Durst. Lucius, you can't read.
Wait, what?
I rolled a 1.
Lucius-
Technically, he rolled a 2.
Lucius
No,
briefly
3,
forgets how to read words.
We're just staring at it, but like the words. Like,
Lily's doing so much better.
Lily is way too interested in cuddling with Prudence to even bother, like, giving it more than a glance and shrugging.
I do not know who Gustav Durst is, but I would assume that might be the father, since the one before was the brother.
Grayson will go to the other door and check that one as well.
And
Hey, don't go
on
out,
that
Lily.
door's inscription, you can barely make it out because it seems to have a patina of mold and moss growing over it. But it says Thornbolt Durst. Although you can only see the TH and the last letters, the LDT, you kind of summarize.
Yeah, that tracks.
He looks at it, he's like, the Thornbolt Durst?
Well, hey, Nocturna, that's your name.
Yes. Perfect.
Then the children are on that side, and this, perhaps, is the mother, but I can't quite see without the light.
Yeah, it looks like the name on this door has been raked through with long, crude claws, scoring the door, the stone door over and over again until the name is practically scratched out. But you see, it starts with an EL, and the last name is Durst.
I feel better for not being able to read that.
Yeah, Paige is gonna, maybe not terrify the children with that mention, and just, be there for moral support.
Wait. So, Paige, you have which ones again? I have Thorn's bones, right? You have,
Rose.
I have thorns.
Oh,
You have roses.
Okay, so Rose is here, so I gotta.
Grayson will turn to the two possessed and be like, are they ready to be laid to rest?
to leave the bodies and come out. If you are ready, we are here.
You get a sense from both Thurn and Rose that they're apprehensive to leave the bodies. Just in case it doesn't work, they don't want to be pogo sticked straight back into their room.
What if we lay the bones first so they have somewhere to go?
That seems most logical. And Paige will try to open up this one.
Alright, go ahead and roll me a strength check.
Let's roll a strength check to the other one.
Alright, so with a 19, you manage to start pushing the door open with a creak.
Oh wait, mine was a save, not a check. Give me a second. My bad.
And it is pretty heavy going. This is a hefty slab of
Nice.
wonderful. This is a hefty slab of stone. Lucius is struggling far less. He braced himself, he dug his claws in, and he's barreling ahead. But eventually you both manage to get it open. And within you see
Oh.
2
Oh, thank goodness.
coffins.
Giant coffins.
Do I need to do another strength check to pry it open?
No, it's actually open. They are empty.
Not anymore.
Okay. Jeez. Okay. Paige is gonna go
Gentle.
inside and
Yeah, Wilhelmina, you feel the urge to smack Lucius in the back of the head as he manhandles your bones.
I am not mad. I'm being gentle. I'm being the most gentle. I'm placing them carefully as I possibly can. I want this to be super peaceful.
That's an arm bone, not a leg bone, Lucius.
Intelligence
Paige-
checks. No,
Paige
I'm
is
joking.
gonna clear the cobwebs and dust out of the coffin first to make sure it's nice and clean and neat. Give it a little dust, and then she's gonna take the blanket out of the pillowcase, lay it down, unroll it, and just leave the blanket open in the casket so it's perfectly arranged already.
Don't
Alright.
forget onion.
Oh yeah.
Yes, we need onion.
That was the top one, right? I need to go to the bottom for Thurston.
Yep,
Yes.
they're not.
Paige.
Paige will step out of the way.
And now we-
I hope you rest well, Thorn, both. And we will all be here for both of you until you're ready.
You too, Rose. That's Wilhelmina on the head.
And as both of the bones are placed within the coffins and the lids drawn up over them, Nocturna and Wilhelmina, you feel a great relief as the 2 small spirits of the children flit out of your bodies and over the coffins. They look at the both of you, Thorn crying but smiling, Rosevalda nodding to Wilhelmina in a sort of determined fashion, and both slowly sink into their coffins, closing their eyes as light engulfs their small forms and they dissipate. And that's where we're going to stop for the night.
No.
Aw.
Ain't it a good stopping point?
That is a good stopping point.
We
That was
did
cute.
it, guys.
So thank you to everybody who was watching tonight for our second half of the Strahd Sunday streams. We greatly appreciate it. We will not be seeing you 2 weeks from now because I will be at C2E2 and unable to be DMing. We may play on the 26th. It kind of just depends on what people's holiday plans are. We will get back to you with that information sometime in the coming weeks when we all see where we're at and how tired we are because holidays. But it's very likely that you won't see us again until January if we're all busy. However, you can hit us up this coming Friday for Dragons Also Maybe Dungeons with my regular crew. Oh boy, that's sleepy. So yeah, we will be happy to see you again on this Friday, and then again Sunday after that for Starfinder, with DM Vaughn. From those of us here at Barovian Nights, we bid you good evening.
Bye.
Sayonara.
Prudence
Night.
says good night.
Hmm.